Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Heads or tails? It's tails. Other team gets first pick. Okay, bear with me because this is going to be a train wreck the first one or two times we do this. Okay. Um. Okay, using the game chat, you have first pick, so you are going to um pick Okay, this is banning, right? Okay, so you ban the first map out of the seven that are on the FAQ, and it would probably be helpful if I posted that. All right, map pool incoming via TeamSpeak chat. All right, there we go. So you can either ban by number or you can ban by name. So you're going to use the all chat alternating with your alternate team captain. And you're going to go, for example, okay, in all chat you're going to go, okay, we ban number 7 TSA Jungle, and then the other team captain is going to go, okay, well we're going to ban our two maps. We're going to ban. We don't want to play Glory and Carbon, and that goes back and forth like that. That's how we choose the map. And then we do the same thing on restrictions. I know that 7's a lot of options, but I'd rather give you guys more options than not enough. So you're also gonna need the C-bill pool, right? Okay. All right, that's in TeamSpeak chat, or if you have the FAQ open, or if you have an extra web browser, it's available on the front page of mechmaster.com, mekmaster.com. All right. Okay, okay. Same band system as last year. We were gonna bring it down to 5, but too much brain power. Plus, I'd rather give you too many choices than not enough. So same thing as last year. 1-2-2-1. We start with the maps. So using the all game chat, they'll start here in a second, and then Vic or whoever the captain is going to go. Okay, we're going to ban map 1, or we're going to ban TSA Glory, something like that. Then once you get it, you ban your two maps. Okay, we're going to ban Harvest and All Shane, and then that way the map comes down to the map. We change the map, and then do the same thing with the C-bill slots. And then we go there. Best 2 out of 3, and I'll try to kind of keep score, but today's just kind of like a loose practice thing. So, okay. Okay. In the TeamSpeak chat or at mechmaster.com front page. Um, we're gonna do. Uh, yeah. Okay. Something. All right. Harvest is first ban. We're working on the formatting. It's hard to. It's TS. Y'all probably got Discord open though, so if I here, I'll just share the Google link again, maybe that'll be easier to read. Uh, they're also on they're on Mechmaster, and they're also on the Mechmaster discourse and question mark if they're in the Steam group, and I don't know if they're on Discord. That PR department's kind of not my strong suit right now. All right, we're gonna go 3v. We're gonna go 3-player teams, and we'll rotate in the pilot that doesn't get to play on the second map, and then eventually I think we'll expand to 4 once we get under speed. Okay, Forest. You're watching extremely slow, but eventually getting under speed 3v3 practice night preparations. Come join us, W-R TeamSpeak, or watch the live stream. I'll try and get the other streamers' links up here in a few minutes.
That means we're on Glory, right? No.
Why is the simplest thing so much fun?
Yeah, I think they have to ban one more.
They have banned 2. They have banned Carbon and Arena. So Glory and Jungle are left.
Okay, so you guys get to ban and choose one more. Yep.
Also, we still need to fix the C-bill limit.
Yeah, I suppose we could play four players.
I mean, you're just gonna let 2 people sit out. I wouldn't.
Okay, you know what? I'll just add an extra thing to the limits.
Whether we're playing 4v4 or 3v3 doesn't really make a difference on the running of the event.
Yeah, I'll just add something. We'll stick to the current limits. I'll just add something. Well, yeah, okay.
I'm never gonna show my kiddo that trick. Because I know she's gonna do it constantly to me.
She'll never stop.
Nope.
So showing her the trick is up to us?
Oh no! Okay, what do you want? Free C-bill at the beginning of every match? Is that what it takes?
Channel switched.
All right, looks like we've got enough for 4-4, and it won't impact the format of the event too much, so we'll let everybody play. So to do that, I have added a fourth C-bill limit. It's listed in the FAQ. If you're following on Mechmaster or TS, I've posted it on the TS. But for all practical purposes, I wouldn't worry about that fourth limit too much, because all I did was just add 2K to the lowest limit in each bracket, so they're pretty much the same. All right. Plotting Raccoon. Okay. Not that I want to bump up to. Okay, we should still probably be fine. I'll figure this out as we go. All right. Okay, so for the C-bill thing, just if you already have just the listed 3, basically just use that, because the fourth slot that I put in shouldn't have any bearing, hopefully.
Channel switched.
Okay, I made a fourth C-bill set on the FAQ. I wouldn't worry about it though, because all I did was basically just add like a copy of the lowest C-bill limit and added like 2K to it. So if you're following on Mechmaster or the other place, yeah. But I've also pasted it in TeamSpeak. It's also on the FAQ. And I can maybe update it here in a minute on Mechmaster. I can remember the login, which I can't, but I can log into Discourse. So, all right, anyway. 4 players there. 5 here. All space. Okay, so which map did we decide on?
Glory.
Okay.
Glory, yeah.
Very, very good choice. Okay. All right. Okay.
We're not very good at this, are we?
I was doing well before. Is this the pregame event, like a minor league baseball game duelist?
This is like pee-wee football until we get up to speed.
Do you want me to
just
just
talk
push
about
it?
Rick and I?
No,
throwing,
okay, we'll just do the map. Then.
Okay, I fixed the C-bills via Discord.
Thank you.
Chat.
Y'all
So
do
we
me a
can have that.
favor, keep an eye on the lobby channel in case somebody pops in. Just drag them down to a team. Thanks.
Sure.
All right. BAA or Bashar, are you okay with your team's BAA name, or would you prefer that I call it the?
So if you scroll in the channel chat, I have the fixed version.
Okay. Well, we're basically turning this into Chaos March at this point, it looks like. Unless I do 2 teams at once, which I probably should honestly do. We'll do that after the first map. Okay.
All right. Everybody vote one, please.
We'll play one
You
big
have
one.
the
and then
power.
Something.
Yeah.
Two
Well,
servers at
the thing
once.
is, you don't want to run the same server. You don't want to push a server change at the same time you're doing a map vote.
Let's just don't vote. Just say screw democracy.
Well, if this doesn't go through, I will do that.
Democracy was a mistake, anyways.
Okay, Baker Brown's here, so let's throw Baker Bowman, not Brown, duelist.
Hey.
Slap him up
Neat.
there. Okay, we'll just play like one kind of Chaos Marchy round the first time, and then we'll break out the second server on the next one. Okay. Duelist, you need to do a better job of publishing this stuff in an easy to read format in all places before next week. Okay.
Just tweet it.
You mean Mastodon it?
Mastodon it.
You mean Discourse it? Discourse used to have, they keep changing the bridges to Discord so bad, and before Matrix did the Matrixy things, I had a solution to talk with you all on Discord, and then it became fricky. So, still working.
Which ones can we not spawn in? Side ones, right?
This map should be good, I think. Question.
Or is it?
Hey,
Is it this map or the other
yell
one?
at Finalizer. Tell Finalizer to fix Vista so we can play Vista again, because that map is awesome sauce.
Do we even have the code for it?
Yes. Talk to Invictus to get a hold of Finalizer, and all he's got to do is move the spawn base like a meter, and then that map would be playable sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
No, I can if I get a hold of it, I'll be able to push that
west.
change.
Okay, your team gets your team gets the first ban on C-bills, and you get to ban one C-bill set via the alt chat.
Okay, but first off, if you choose the fixed team channel.
Well,
That
that's all
was kind of
distorted.
crackly.
I have to post the fixed team name.
Oh
channel
right.
name.
Yeah, do you want it to just be the acronym like last
Yeah,
year?
hold on. There's the team name.
Okay.
channel.
Yeah, that cool.
How do you pronounce that?
That's just an acronym.
Channel edited.
It's pronounced
Full
winner.
name's on the sign-up sheet.
All right. Okay. When you're ready, we'll ban the first C-bill set. Probably best to use the C-bill set number. Okay, so no ultra big heavy stuff on the first map.
There's still hope.
All right.
Did I spawn in the wrong area? I think I did. Yep.
Possibly. No.
I
wait,
see
hold
it,
on.
I
yeah.
did.
No. Hold on.
We are trapped. There we go. Free.
While I've got captains here, rules are pretty much the same as last year. Time limit of 20 minutes with a possible 5-minute extension. They banned 7 and 1. More on that stuff later.
7 and
You guys
1.
already banned 7.
So big
though.
guys and small guys. What do we want to do, anyways? Big guys or small guys?
No. We banned the first one though, right? That was 7.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Okay, sets
So-
1, 7, and 4 are banned.
This map plays pretty well with heavies.
It works.
Bob's here. We do not want me playing today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, crap.
Channel
Welcome,
switched.
Bob. Password is Fortune. We're doing a big team before we split into multiple teams. So I'm just figuring out where I'm going to stick you. 1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4.
Hello.
1. Okay, we're going to put you on Invic's team.
User was moved out of
Channel
your channel.
Right, with Chance AFK, that should be a 5v5. Cool.
All right. So a question: if I'm not going to be here for the 12th, should I leave or should I just stay here or what?
Everybody's welcome to play today, and we probably can figure out a way if you'd like to play on the 19th or volunteer on the 19th. We can find a role for you.
Yeah. I was up to cast if Lee had a stream going or something.
Yeah.
And
I would
password is
Fortune, lowercase.
Okay.
I would basically just show up on the 19th. If you'd like to try to squeeze into playing a team, I would just, if you can, try and show up like 10-15 minutes early, and that would probably give you the best chance that we can squeeze you in as a sub or just an outright player.
Huh.
Channel switched.
Okay. What I should do is stay out of this banning stuff until you guys come down to what you actually ban, because I just slow you guys down. Alright. Yeah.
So you're saying you're a manager?
You're saying there's a chance? Alright. 4. Set 3. We're playing set 3.
Well, set 2's not banned yet,
Ah, good point. Okay, so set 2 or 3.
so they're picking between 2 and 3.
Yeah. Being accosted by BA lasers.
Okay, we're gonna play 3. Set 3 is 77, 88, 94, 79. Okay, duelist, you gotta add something that's not gonna. Okay, just a Uziel's pretty helpless asset, right?
Depends who's selling it.
Yeah, good point. All right, I'm just gonna slap a commando in there. Those things usually don't turn things too badly. Except that all the weapons loadouts in these things are actually really good. Solitaire, Cyrus. Screw it. BAA, you choose. What's the extra asset? Where it'll be 5v5. We're gonna slap something in there. What's something that would not
The harasser, obviously.
Okay, let's do. Let me see here. We'll just do a harasser prime. That seems fair enough. Harasser prime is the 5th bonus asset, and then we'll split up into 2 servers after this one.
Channel switch.
Since we're at 5v5, oh god, we're at 6v6. Shit. Okay, screw it. 2 harasser primes, just because this is the opening practice thing. 2 harasser primes on top of your C-bill things, and then after this, I'll split us into 2 servers.
Channel switch.
2 harasser primes is the extra things, and then after this, I'll split us into proper 3v3. Well, it's probably a good idea to set up a ref.
All right, you guys did manage to get me. That's good.
It took all of us piling BA lasers on you. Quite resilient, and the funny thing is you didn't go crit.
You should
Gotta
set a
work on that.
12th VR modifier where BAs go crit 100% of the time.
That'd be great.
If you want to play BA, if you want to play battle armor in the event, you can. You're limited to 1 BA, 3 lives, and you have to have a spawning vehicle, Hephaestus or the other thing, in order to use it. And the BA pilot sucks up 35,000, I think.
Huh. That's good, but I'm not good enough to be a BA.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Yeah,
So
Bashar.
Sequel set.
give us the down low. What are we doing?
That's 88, 94, 79.
I'm actually up on the other team, so this is the recording bot.
User was moved to
I
your
should
channel.
rename that thing.
So who wants to take what, and what are we doing?
So what we are doing is going left as soon as we spawn and leave the building. There's a hillside we're just gonna sit on top of.
All right.
But as for asset picks, I don't really give a shit. Just take whatever you want. I'm gonna take the 88. Or rather, I'm 94. Excuse me.
Seagull set, are we?
3.
3.
Feel free to build a variant of the Seagull map since we're in Discord and having discussions.
Fantastic. Okay, viewers, we're slowly getting underway here. There'll be some stuff to watch here in a few minutes. And right.
I'm top scoring because I haven't shot anyone else.
Channel
We know
switched.
they're going to have 2 harassers as well.
So if you want to use a BA, it costs 35k. It gets 3 lives, but you have to have another pilot that's already using a spawn vehicle like the Hephaestus or the Goblin. Otherwise, the rules are the same as last year. Well, I mean, that's the same as last year, but yeah.
What about the assault tanks and all that? Was there any special rules from last year? I didn't see any on the spec.
No. We thought about it, but because the oh, I see set 7, that could be a problem. Okay, I'll make a note. No rule, but I will make a note that we might want to toss out set 7 for that reason.
You can probably afford the cheaper ones for set 4 too.
The only rule I would say is there's a
Channel
guidance
edited.
that there should be no long toms on low gravity maps, because shudder.
So long tom's still on normal maps.
Long toms can be used at any time. I'm just trying to make an icebreaker joke. What's Batman's favorite drink, everybody? Just ice.
Wow.
Channel
That's the
switched.
94 by tier, is that right?
Yep.
What's Batman's favorite drink? Just ice.
God.
I love that one. It's terrible. It's great.
I've got a bunch more, especially from playing a lot of The Last of Us recently, but I got to write them down for next week. That was just a preview. For today, everything's allowed, but I just realized that I'm probably going to have to set 7, because otherwise everybody's going to grab Mars and Behemoths every time we use it. That's why it's called Practice Night. Okay. Do you want Duelist in your hovercraft device?
I could do a Warhammer B at the 79 by tier.
Assembly in progress.
Some HVAC 10s, eh?
Oh no, where'd Draith go? Ah!
What ones are still available?
77 and 88.
Connected.
Oh, 77 and 88 are left.
Yep.
Unless you want a harasser.
Somebody with access to
Okay, this has very
88,
places where
you
people
can
read
get
stuff.
the Orion B with
Assembly ready and
2 Rack 5s.
1.
Yeah, some good damage output. Low ammo, but probably won't live that long. Yeah, I'll grab the Orion B.
77.
That might be the Hellhound Bravo.
Are you going to take that?
Well, I'm gonna take the 77 if it's the last one open.
Yeah, 77 is available.
Is ammo free in this event, or is it
Oh,
not?
yes.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Ammo's free? Okay.
So I guess I'll take the last harasser.
No, dual stats harasser with plotting. I
Automatic
believe.
shutdown system
Oh,
offline.
and then what's
Chain
left over then?
fire.
I don't see what's
Wait.
left over.
You didn't take the 77? The
79.
88?
Okay, so 94 is confirmed taken,
Yep.
The
I've got the
harassers are
Orion.
taken?
Alright, I've got the Orion B. Down.
which is 88. So we have both harassers, 94, 88, which means 77.
Ah, okay, my bad.
79.
Oh, there's 79. Okay. 79, what should I take? I could take actually
Realize.
two Orions. Same ones.
Yeah, I don't know if he allows repeating, but let's test that out. I'm thinking if he allows repeating, we can do a pair of the rack
Yeah,
rifle.
repeating is allowed for today at least. Good question. Keep coming
Rack
up with these
rifle.
good questions.
Yeah, that's 8 rack 2s.
Huh.
They both fit for 77, 79. Plus we have the rack 5 Orion.
Do we already have one rifleman?
Got the Rack 5 Orion.
Yeah, that's a lot of DPS when we do that.
We'll just have to call targets and focus.
So we
Okay,
do that.
so
And
sure.
then with that in mind, let me just double check.
all right. So I'll take the two riflemen.
Yeah,
And me
move
as well,
70
if I
SLR
understood this correct.
We make start in 10
Okay,
seconds.
so
Breaking left out of the FAC. Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Should be
we're OG
interesting.
30-30. Yep.
Why are there
Seconds
two?
to mine.
Do this.
Yeah, but radar off.
Yep.
Or
Radar
just-
off.
I have
Once
got
we hit combat
don't-
AACM, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both riflemen have AECM, so.
That's gonna be
Here
interesting.
you buy ammo.
All right, we're on.
Dog.
Let's go.
Are you stuck?
Oh, God.
where I go.
There we go. Something, get out of the hangar. The minute the first missiles start flying, we throw in ACM
Bob,
and our plans should
Disconnected.
help.
Yep, we have quad lands. So we're not going to get touched by anything short range MRMs and SRM.
Actually, we have 6 lands. Don't you have 2 in those?
I do. Okay, so we're invincible in missiles.
Okay, we're
So
playing
we're
Try to
walking
keep
back
an
to-
engagement
Oh, spotted
on
them.
whatever you're shooting.
130.
130. Okay.
They're southeast. Look like a Thani Orion. Something with LB.
Copy.
It's like
You can sit
Rack
here and
Orion.
just sit here. We're in range when they turn the corner.
They're sitting on their hill in E6 or so.
They might take the high ground possible.
Go back to spying on them. 500 meters out.
Are they approaching?
Seen yet, but Danny's on the mountain D6. Armor is D5K3. Looks like they're finally moving up.
Yep, I see.
Okay.
That's a show. Looks like MPLs and LBX.
Gonna finish this and down.
I'll just sit here and cover our north, so if they come this way.
Actually, get towards where I am. You can sneak behind this hill real quick for cover if you have to.
Duelist, keep an eye south of us, and I'll keep an eye north. I expect to contribute
This
to
point,
damage,
we
so.
may as well go. Okay, active AECM. They're coming 173.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Yep, they're coming
Slide
at me.
to the right. Target, awesome. Thanatos?
Danny CT. Left arm.
Right
Okay,
armor
he's
dead.
divulged.
Armor's coming up. Armor's poked. Armor's back. Danny's coming back out. Danny's out.
I'm out of position and breaking behind the cover.
Okay, Fanny CT should be ready to hit.
Yeah, there's 50 or something.
Amber, take cover.
Yep, covering.
Just stay in reserve until they push into us.
Chance showers?
Okay, his new active arm is hit.
Sorry. Two post poking.
Armor's coming up.
Unit destroyed.
Lost one.
Got stuck on a building.
Okay, active
Crossing.
chance showers is off. Don't follow.
Should get better angle on him. It's hard. One is hurt there. Yeah, chance showers.
Yeah, he lost his shotgun. He's not worried about.
Okay. Are we due for armor?
Kind of okay.
Danny left
CT
torso
32.
16.
I'm still fresh. Decently.
They're revolving around the other side, I think.
Yeah, Juffo should be destroyed on the CT.
Come back.
Oh, yeah, they're all coming around the side.
Ryokan left arm left torso. Pulling.
Do you want me in?
Amber.
Harassers. He's back off.
It took a bit of damage there. Here they come to this side. Bacon.
Hovercraft
Baker's
destroyed.
dead. Careful,
Okay,
mine
come back in.
full targets here.
I'm gonna sit behind you guys because I'm kind of bashed up.
Up here.
Juffo's 17
Bob,
CT.
just interaction. They're moving
3
north.
left torso.
East, yeah.
20 CT.
Okay.
Play that
Come back
card
behind me.
carefully. Move into
Back a
duelist.
Enemy,
Duelist
They're
20.
enemy contact C5Q5.
Oh, we got a heavy flanking.
Right side, left side torso.
Oh, shit. Danny left for soon.
He's got the harassers with him.
Yeah, Fanny should be almost one shot.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
17
Orion.
CT.
Ah.
I'm about to get harassed. Okay.
And he's very low. Right here.
Right armor critical.
Gotta
Right
move.
armor damaged.
Lost my right. Sure, it's mostly fresh. Dead.
Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys kind of stood out there. I just took fire for no reason.
All right.
I
I
was
got
trying
stuck
to move.
behind a building and got focused down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we
It
have.
should be pretty low. Though we chewed them up quite a bit. No.
Juffo's was 17 or less CT.
Yeah.
Chance was essentially removed from being a threat without his direct 20. Invic was probably fresh.
No, no. I
Vic
I
was
played the way I did.
brutalized on left torso, but
Um,
not enough.
we
No,
have-
he's pretty much fresh. He's 12 left torso, and everything else is over 70.
Oh wow. Okay.
User
Harasser
was
mob
moved out of your
touched.
channel. Channel switched. User was moved out of your channel. Channel switched.
Okay. We should do at least one battle. Well, no, I made you guys wait. Let's do one more of these big group ones, and then we'll break out the second server. All right. Since you lost the battle, you get the first. Okay, yeah, you guys get to pick the first map ban. As compensation for losing maps and CBL's restrictions for games 2 and 3 are chosen by the team that lost the previous game. However, the winning team gets to strike 2 restrictions of either type.
I believe the way that it was played before is that they ban either a C-bill or a map, and then we just pick after that.
You know what? Sounds good. Okay, so so they ban first, and they
My gun. Ah. I got it. Oh, that sucked.
Okay, so they get to ban 2 things, and then yep.
Did it bounce off of me
I
into
think that got me.
Okay, so you may not
That's great.
choose C-bills 7 or 3. Otherwise, you get to choose the map and the C-bill restriction.
All right, 7 and 3.
Which one did we play just now?
We played set 3 and map 1 or map glory. We cannot play set 3 or glory again in this battle.
So they don't really need to ban 3 again.
So we can't repeat those, right?
This is why I practice tonight. All right. Other than you may choose C-bill set other than 3, 6, or 7, and you may play any map other than Glory. And I got to figure out a plan for 2 servers. This appears to be Nourishment.
Which one should we ban, guys?
Matter to me.
I think we pick, not
Yeah,
ban.
you guys straight up pick. So
I see.
whatever you guys select, as long as it hasn't been banned or played already, we can do it. I think Dyer added that in after last year's event or somewhere in. I think he added it right before, because banning 7 things for each map is insane.
It takes a while.
Okay, Ice Arena is the map. We're playing Seabill. Set 6 has been banned, I think. Okay, Invictus banned
Yes.
set 6. So you have to choose something other than 3, 6, or 7.
Okay, yeah, okay. In that case, we're gonna play set 2.
Channel switch.
Ice Arena set 2. Give me something for the extra assets, because we're going to play 6v6. So we need 1 extra asset for 2 pilots in each team. So,
Ice Arena is something that can fire at long range because it's a big open map.
Okay, so you, as team captain, you get to select. They chose last time, you get to choose this time. Just something that's not going to throw the battle too bad.
Oh, Mithras Primes.
2 Mithras Primes plus your set 2 on Ice Arena. And we'll split up. We'll fire up the second server after this one.
Channel switch.
Where are you?
All right. 2 Mithras Primes, in addition to your set 2 Seabill choices. And then we'll whip out server 2 for a map or 2 after this. So I've got to. Oh, I know. I have a special ref in mind. Evil laugh. All right. I think the Jaguars are going to be on tonight. I think we're starting at 6 Eastern, but that's probably more realistically like 7. So if y'all are looking for extra big pub games, there's a decent chance that'll be lots of people on tonight. Hopefully.
Spawn G8.
Okay, G8. All right.
Or suppose that is H8. Yeah, spawn H8.
Bottom right in any case. Also IS.
Thank you all for showing up. Hope we have some fun today, and I hope that the bugs get squished out.
Yeah, it's already been fun.
The only thing I'm going to wait to announce is it's going to be a round robin, nothing fancy there, and probably not going to be a championship 1v2. Yeah, 90% likely it's just going to be the round robin, but how many times you're going to play the other teams, I don't know yet, because it might be more than 1, depending on the team numbers we get. And I'll try and announce that. What's today? Saturday? I'm going to try and announce that probably Wednesday or Thursday next week. So keep an eye out on Discord or Mechmaster or the other places. The actual challenge format.
64. What can we get?
Yeah, I just took 64 the regular F.
Of course.
Duelist
Okay,
will take
which one
of the
was it
Mithras
again?
Primes.
It's the
Assembly in
flare with
progress.
the 3 ER large.
I
can
think
do a
that
myth.
Mithras
I'll do a
should be
myth
able
prime.
to-
Which was it?
Assembly ready in
It's
Hangar
set,
Bay. 1.
It's
2.
Mithras Prime.
Set 2, correct?
Set 3, or yeah, set 2. I think is yes.
Because I don't see a 64 there. That's why I was wondering.
63, 54.
Does suspension kick do damage if you're like right next to an enemy?
I think so.
Don't believe it does.
That would be so kick-ass to win a battle. Everybody runs out of ammo like that one time. Suspension kick for the win. Oh god, this map actually was the one where one of the championships was decided. The 2020 championship was decided on.
Why are we going over this again?
Sorry, Duelist. I talked about it earlier and sent shivers down BA's
Oh,
back.
well, okay, but to build up your pride, BAA, like seriously, when I was spectating and watching the Jaguars take you on 2 years ago when you had the long toms on Hell's Gate, same kind of deal there. That brings back shivers because that was pretty awesome. You guys got the victory in a low gravity environment with LTs.
Nice.
Okay, what's taken now?
So the 64 and
Took
the
54.
Versus both myth primes are gone.
Sorry, 36. Okay. 63, 54.
So the 50s are still left. No, okay. 52 and 50, gotcha.
64. Both mistresses gone. So we have
Be
50
like-
and 52.
Alternating.
Be like 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
We're gonna want some radar.
Shutdown system offline.
Well, that'll be something like a.
There's not a lot of radar near 52.
Raven C works.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the 53.
Okay, I can take that.
Rather.
Sure.
I think setting 154. I thought that got taken.
Is it good or not?
I like it.
Then
I just don't know if we have
okay,
54
Raven.
taken.
Oh, it actually is, right?
Plotting took 54.
Yeah, plotting you have
Okay.
54. Okay, never mind.
I can switch if needed.
No worries.
We could also be really.
Because I'm thinking about taking the 52 and taking a Cougar.
That would work. Cougar Prime is a lot of damage at 50 if you want to do that.
And that would also work, yeah.
Or Cougar E, same thing. And it's a cooler map, so you'll be able to make it work.
Or tonnage on prime though.
I mean, it's a half ton of armor. It doesn't make a huge difference.
Probably not, but
It's
Yeah, I
just
think I'm gonna
extra
take the
damage
E.
of the E. I mean, one good hit with the E, and everything's pretty much out of the game.
Well, if we're going with a little bit longer range, what about one of the goblins for 52? Do we have 52 taken now?
Nope, it's a Goblin Prime is an absolute fucking monster.
I guess I'll take it.
Playing World of Tanks, boys.
What the hell? My suspension kick was not bound. Unacceptable.
So what's our opener? Are we breaking left or right?
So you guys are going to go to approximately G5 area. I'm going to go ahead and scout Bravo 5 and come down and rejoin.
Okay.
Or if you want to play a little more conservative, move up towards my base. Actually, that's the place you're going to call it a one down situation.
I would go north.
Yeah, set up approximately Echo 6 area. Use the cover. I'm going to scout up to Bravo 5 just to check the base. And then I'll be able to tell you if they're there or somewhere else.
They look like they're all set. So yeah, 42 out.
Yep.
Push up to 4230.
Are we short a player?
No. He's north.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
Okay, all get
Good
5
earth set.
seconds.
No, we'll do 42, I guess. Just easier to count hurt.
That'll be the day that we can put more time or tickets on the clock in a match. Oh yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately not until we somehow recode Crisis, because I think that's part of Crisis code.
There you go.
We're going to G5-ish in our crew.
Ah!
I wouldn't
Or left.
advise it.
I'm hoping
Go
they
to
hit.
Echo 5.
Echo 5. Alright, Echo 5, sorry.
Yeah, you don't want to be called out in a man-down situation if I'm up here.
This is battle 2 of the Super 3v3 teams. We're at 6 on each, and we're gonna try and play. Maybe just like.
It'll be a tough score without us, it's fine.
Okay, yep, they went on my side of the map. They are moving approximately to say Charlie 3. 2 Mithrases, they have Brazil, a Hollander, which is HPPC.
Are we moving to join or staying?
Stay there, I'm gonna go for somebody's ass.
Roger.
Get a better read on what they actually have.
Just had my extremely late lunch, dinner. Not sure what you call it this time of day.
I'm going to set up over down.
Pretty nice line of sight that we have here.
Get set up to fire.
Oh, contact straight ahead. Right here, Baker Bowman. They're here. He's in the Mithras.
I see him.
Yep. We're trading with him.
Uzi jumped.
Yep.
All they
They covered.
They're all
Force them to come.
Yeah, I'm about to be behind him. Approximately 20 seconds.
Are we pushing into engagement?
Not yet, not yet.
Critical.
But they're
Left
pushing
armor
us.
damaged. Left armor
Okay,
critical.
fire on Uzi.
Lamb's on. Uzi's running.
Right torso. PT.
Yep. Oh, he's hurt.
Lost our
He's hurt.
Cougar.
Uzi's hurt.
Left arm, left side. We're losing this trade badly.
Focus and Vic.
Big turret.
Yep.
Front armor damaged.
Run it. Oh, shot. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Turret's out, I'm bigger.
Yep, Baker's gonna go down soon. 22. Focus Baker turret.
Yeah.
Just one punch.
Oh,
He's down. We're getting
Watch it,
pushed
watch it,
by
pushing the
3. I don't expect we're gonna survive this.
ah.
Crud. Vic, left panel, turret.
Trying. Damn.
Ah, dear. I'm dead.
Good way to go.
All right, viewers, welcome to the practice round. 3v3. Slowly getting some interest from some pilots and starting to get an idea of what a field might look like next weekend. And we're just working out some of the bugs.
Well, they weren't that far away from us, so
Practice.
we couldn't leverage our range that well.
We didn't have that many range tips, did we?
No,
You can
but
fire well.
Myth Prime is good as
500?
any range.
I
really.
mean 800.
It's fine close up though.
Yeah, it is.
And you can mind your fire with UACs.
GG's.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have any good line of sight to them in that engagement.
That's all right.
Yeah, I couldn't really get into them without being like 50 meters away.
Okay. I absolutely need to test 2 servers at once, at least for a map or 2. So I'm going to need to create a Mercs channel.
Channel moved.
Edit channel. Kind of serves the urban
Channel
mech,
edited.
and that should be 4 channels. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Let's do this. Volunteers for server 2 team 1 join either
Volunteer.
Mercs 1 or urban mech team.
Channel
All right,
switched.
we're gonna try the second server thing. Volunteers to join the second server can either join Mercs 1 or Connoisseurs Day Urban Mech. And then I'm gonna try and run 2 servers at once for I think 2 maps, and then we'll just come back and finish the rest of the day with these super teams.
User left your channel.
So I go the other server, right?
I'll get you. Need you and one more.
He said Arena 2 though.
Oh, sorry. We'll do Arena 1 for the second server. Okay.
Channel switched.
Second server we'll do Arena 1. Password is Fortune.
Channel switched.
Second server we'll do Arena 1. Password is Fortune. All right.
2.
All right.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel. Channel switched. User left your channel. Channel switched. Channel switched.
All right, Rick.
Yep.
You feel like being a temporary referee?
Sure.
So basically, you just like keep things moving, basically. So like okay, teams, do your bans, and basically that. Basically, the teams kind of self-regulate, but yeah. So this will be part of the practice, seeing how much I can ref one and kind of keep things on 2 things at once. So yeah, all right. So anyway, Mercs 1, this team will take on the Urban Mech team on server 1, and heads or tails.
Heads.
It is tails. They get first ban, and then I guess you follow the FAQ or where it's posted at MechMaster, something like that. Yeah, okay. All right, so and I'll try and pop in and test stuff. All right.
Channel switched.
Okay, you're gonna get first ban. You're taking on the Mercs team on server 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rick's the referee for what we need that for. But mainly we'll just do the team captains. They'll kind of keep up with the thing. Main thing is just keeping track of the battle log, and you guys are gonna do a best 2 out of 3. Okay. So best 2 out of 3, and then kind of autopilot the rest of it.
Channel switched.
North never works.
It'll be best 2 out of 3. And if you want to play a third map for fun, great.
Channel
Okay,
switched.
y'all are still going to be on server 2, and we're going to start a new round. You'll be taking on the SY Bashar's team, And I guess I'll join them to be their third, and then Rick and the other teams are going to be on the other. It's going to be best 2 out of 3, and heads or tails.
Heads.
Tails, they'll get the first ban.
Channel switched.
Okay, I'll be joining you guys. Rick will be refing the other server, even though I'll be keeping an eye as executive person or whatever. I'll be joining you as your third member until somebody better comes along, and you get the first ban. So we're starting best 2 out of 3, and we're starting a new round. You get the first ban of map using the all chat. Ban 1 map. Server battle log. Do a server battle log. Alright. Invic ban 2 maps. Whatever. Okay. Ice, Glory, Rust, BAA ban 2 more maps. Oh. All chain, carbon, rust, ice, glory. Okay. Okay, BAA, ban a C-bill. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Alright, good enough. Ban 1, okay. Invic. Ban 2, C-bill. Okay, it's yeah, Sparch anniversary. I think not. 3v3 poster. Let's go with the logo for this one. Cast March Republic. Ah, funny.
I gotta go. I'll be back in 30 seconds plus.
Okay. Okay, set 5. Okay.
Downloading apparently.
And obviously, since we're 3v3 for the next couple ones, be sure to ignore the temporary numbers for this one. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, I guess they picked Inner Sphere, so we're clan.
Back.
Okay, so we have to be at main base, because that's the spawn point. Alright, set 5, 50, 64, 101. Alright, cool. Both servers are up. Both teams working towards their things. Yeah, just ignore the last number. I'll even write the word ignore. Alright. Now to see how terrible of a map choice this was. I was very hesitant putting Harvest in.
Well, I'm going to show you how terrible it is. I'm taking the 101 with the Senate.
Alright.
Water Raccoon 50. I think if we double up the UX, you get the Ares Alpha. Oh, he's not even there, I think.
Ares Alpha.
Assembly in progress.
Okay, viewers, you are... No, screw it. I mean, this is a practice run, right? So, okay, there we go.
And dual set leaves you at 64.
Assembly ready in Hangar Bay. 3.
Okay.
Automatic shutdown system offline.
Rick added a middle cap to the map with some extra buildings and color.
Ah, thank you for noting that. Yeah, new to me. Alright. Okay, they're playing Forest Valley on the other server. And they're playing set 3. Cool. I'm not going to use the all chat because that would interrupt the WR games. Okay, set the other streaming computer. Somebody spawns in. And, oh shit, check the live stream, Duelist. Damn. I have an extremely bad habit of not doing that. I'm not going to use the all chat because that would interrupt the WR games. It's running. Goodness knows if audio's running. All right, let's go ahead and pause that. Let's whip back to link the other streams. Okay, backup computer set. I don't have a way to check audio on this thing. Yes, I do. Where's the button for this thing?
Alright, Raccoon, you have a choice. Do you want an Ares Alpha or the 64,000 slot?
back to note that we might want to following on Mechmaster or TF.
And,
Oh yeah, audio levels look good. Okay, cool. Should check the other audio on the other computer later. Leave that on. Oh crap, is that? Wow. Ah! Oh, glad I'm inside. Jeez.
All right, Raccoon. Can you hear me?
Alright.
64 is left.
Shutting down.
You have a choice, Raccoon. Do you want an Ares Alpha, or do you want the 64,000 slot? I have a Senate right now. Although I'm considering going with the Hewitt G with the Gauss rifles.
I'll just take the Ares unless the
Alright.
duelist wants it.
Well,
No, that's
in that
fine.
case, duels get 64,000.
Uh,
For that, I was thinking possibly Oro Echo, the PPC and the ATM-12s.
PPC ATM 12s. Sorry, which chassis was that?
Oro Echo. So the winning move is to take the Hewitt Foxtrot to Senate, but I'm going to be a different kind of person and buy the G, the
Assembly in
Gauss.
progress. Assembly ready in Hangar Bay. 2.
Mostly I just want to try cluster arrows, even though I don't think they're very good.
I have 2 tons of free ammo, ATM 12 HE, and a UAC 10. What should I throw them in?
Oh no, that's not the right one. That's a G.
Okay.
You want the E.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Where is this piece of? Ah.
Assembly in progress.
Yep.
Shutting down. Assembly ready in Hangar Bay. 1.
Looks like they're doing it right in the second server, and I don't see anybody in the queue. Cool.
So you're going at 4130. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and get to Charlie 3 and to Charlie 4. So that would give us our best sight line. Okay, go. Okay, go the other way. Get around the hangar bay the other way. Yeah, it's like a 2-stroke out. Remember, I'm slow. Also radar check.
Radar off.
Automatic shutdown system offline.
Please remember to set your watch your heat. Set your you have to have radar on fire 18. You have to have radar on fire 18s. Get out of the way.
Okay, considering Invic, I expect him to go straight middle. Also, I can actually like go right. Set up near the hilltop. Yeah, over there. Okay, contact is 184, 185. Going to 190 on the right side of this hedge line.
Mauler. The thing that looks like a hellhound and something else.
Moving around. Spotted. Marauder. 1400 out. They're following the hill. Along the edge.
Which direction?
Careful, duels.
I see him.
The other one you can't
We're
find.
just in a nice little line. Puma, Hellhound, and Marauder. Okay, shooting a Marauder.
Invic target.
Dueling. You want me to move up in medium range? Here. That one.
Right armor damaged. Turret damaged. Turret critical. Turret destroyed.
Alright, well that was unfortunate engagement for our list. And they got there fucking fast.
Right. Okay. Ooh, Bob's pretty beat up. Let's see here. The Marauder was 13%, 18% sides. Hellhound was 3% center torso. Puma was untouched. Uh-oh. Draith. Huh. For some reason, Draith
We'll be back in a minute.
down in the channel. Anyway. And all right. Okay, that was round 2, map 1. Let's call it for practice purposes. Invic up 1-0 against Invic. The random fridge leftovers up 1-0 over. All right. Band 7 and Carbon. Actually, I don't think. Okay, we'll let that go. But technically, I think he has to ban. You have to ban 2 of one thing or the other. Okay, so you get to pick anything that's not Carbon, Harvest, and not 7 or 5 Seabill.
Okay. I'm back now.
Okay, we'll play TSA Jungle on set 3. 72 of 77, 88, 94.
Any of those are fine for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking ATM spam. In fact, yeah, we can do 3 ATM STD assets and hopefully not get ranged.
Oh, hang on. I guess technically he did ban Jungle.
He didn't exactly specify C-bills or
Yeah.
map.
Let's just roll.
Is Jungle even on this? I can't see it.
So
16.
Get ready for the one part.
Nope.
Okay, duelist. Double check things in the future. This has got to get sent out today. Needed to get sent out yesterday, dang it. That's going to be a problem.
Team tickets critical.
I know, to make it up to you guys, everybody gets a free dashi, good for tomorrow's Chaos March, even though there isn't one. God, I used to...
For all the confusion you just gave us, let's use them right now.
All right.
It really matters what team.
Yeah.
Let's take IS.
All right.
IS and spawn at Alpha 7.
Can't have a 3v3 without jungle.
Your
I thought
team
about
is
it,
out
but
of
tradition, I
tickets.
guess. All right. On the other server, looks like Ufos' team won 1-0 in a pretty close battle.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna
Set 3 on jungle. Cool. Note to self, do not allow myself to play during event unless emergency.
Alright, guess that's you, the LBX Raccoon.
More D is good. I don't know.
If you want to take more AD for the 94, that's fine. Also, Shrek Alpha, not Shrek Alpha, Shrek G is also available.
I wouldn't be good with Thomas Sean.
Set 3. Yeah.
Okay, so which one are you? You are the 88 Raccoon.
I was gonna take 94 unless you want.
Okay, that's fine now. If you want 94 for like the Mori Delta, that's okay.
Okay, server 2's running, and we are technically 2 hours into the event, even though technically we're about an hour 20 into the event, which is fine. We needed setup time. I got here early, which is bad. All right, players, you are watching a 3v3 practice night. We had an opening in the schedule, so I moved it from a traditional Sunday before the 3v3 to a Saturday, so we could actually get some people in here. Laid back stream tonight. There'll be a second stream later tonight, doubleheader. The Jaguars are I'm getting together with the Jaguars to play some pub games. So I'll be streaming probably for the next 6 hours, roughly. And I still have the videos from the Chaos March. I need to edit. They're coming. They're actually on the channel, like the main thing. But
I expect there to be an Orion on their team.
I don't think they've been doing too well with long recycle weapons.
They can still do the Rack 5 Orion. That's $100 on the budget. Invic's a big fan of that one, so I expect to see it.
I assume I'm in the 77 bracket.
No, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm actually considering a shooting blind for the roll damage. Or one of the Shrek Bravo.
I assume you want an all tank list.
Not necessarily.
Beef, something that I can actually use. Hello.
Cauldron A would be okay if we get snuff. I mean, we should, since I have HEs and I don't know what finish is going to take.
How much HE ATM do you have?
ATM 9.
Yeah, just 1 or 2?
2.
2, okay.
Call the A then?
Not yet, hold on. I have one alternative idea here. Yeah, I could take a Vulture Bravo, the Buzzard. And that would give us ATM 36 HE. Which would dumpster somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that leaves you with 77.
Yeah, the 77 will be...
Are you good with the Ryle? He's alright.
I have experience in Ryokins, yes. Am I good with it? I'm average.
77 could be a Lanner.
Okay. Sunny D?
Not even... That's actually... Yeah.
Alright.
Assembly in progress.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just be all ATM HEs.
Assembly ready in hangar bay. 2.
Make sure your waiter's off.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Am I the only one? Have either of you ever fallen into the volcano on accident? This one?
Maybe once.
Automatic shutdown system offline.
3v3's been a long time thing, and I've lost 2 matches in important battles by falling in the volcano, so I'll try not to do it.
Okay, let's go right this way.
Focus Bob and Vic first.
Yeah. I suspect Vic's gonna have an Orion, and I also suspect they're gonna spawn at the H2 base, H3 base, wherever the fuck it is to go on the hilltop. Which, if that's the case, I can kind of sort of do things with the RPPC. So don't leave the logo behind. try to hook the outside wall. Contacts dead ahead. Awesome. Orion, Warhammer. Okay, let's focus the.
Okay,
Orion.
get in on them quick.
Okay, get ready, we're in range
Yeah,
with APM to
lock,
Orion.
firing. Left side, back.
Okay, Bob is
Orion.
fine.
Back torsos out.
Okay, hit
Okay.
Bob.
Got him. He's down.
Okay, focus.
Caution.
On him, Vic. Left torso, right torso. Right torso is lowest. Back torso is almost. And Vic is 10. Left arm's going. Left arm's going.
Caution.
Back out.
Caution.
Vic's dead.
Each level. Center torso damaged. Enemy neutralized.
Very nice.
Works. Nice job.
Automatic shutdown system
For
online.
them to meet us within HATM range. Yeah, now that I think about it, we probably should have shot the Warhammer first, as we just insta-headshotted him. But oh well. Bob got fucked up anyway, so that worked.
Okay, so they'll, oh, no, yeah, so we ban either 2 C-bills or 2 maps, and then they pick. Oh. Is your Morgu untouched?
That's right.
I've never seen that in a match.
Yeah, that's
I don't
actually
even know if they spotted.
Yeah, well, they all focused hyper on me. And then when I turned around and just started attacking my back torso, they still kept shooting at me. You guys just got free damage everywhere. Plus, our extra heat assets didn't matter.
Oh.
But yeah, I think
Okay. I'm a bit surprised my Lanner survived and Vic was hammering me pretty hard towards the end.
Yeah, well, basement's
You did good.
get through me.
Thank goodness we were by that water source, though. Ooh, I forgot how hot this was. Let's see here.
Pretty coolant.
Okay, so then pick the map in the C-bill. And I should do this real life thing for 5 seconds.
First on
Yeah,
6.
4 cents 6 sounds fine.
King's Extremity.
Yeah, that's alright. But yeah, they had the Orion just as they said they would. Was not expecting the awesome, but
Okay. Server 2 looks like they're progressing well. We're about to go map. Cool. Cool.
also fuck this map. No, and also Raccoon. Domkek isn't 100% for both days. He is likely to show up, but in the small chance that he doesn't, I'm gonna pick you up. So that'd be you, me, and Bloodraven if Dom doesn't make it on either day. If that works with you.
Here's this. I guess at this point we're just gonna freaking roll a lot of these out and hope it works. Why does that one always disappear? Say again, I missed after likely to show up.
Okay, so what I'm saying, Raccoon, is that Dom is likely to show up, but he's not an absolute 100%. So in the event that he does not show up, however unlikely, you have first dibs on that slot if you'd like to take it.
Okie dokie.
That would be a blood rage. If he does show up, it'll just be on somebody else's team, but if he doesn't and you don't like the team you're getting shoved onto, you can ask, and I will accept you if they let you move. But don't have any hopes or expectations that that happen because Dom is about 97% sure he can make both days. Also, we're playing C-Bill set 6, so that is 38, 55, 65. I think I'm going to take the 65 prime. Also, I expect to see Bob or somebody in a Hellhound Alpha. So yeah, I'm taking Uziel Bravo.
Viewers, I'm trying to take care of something in between this fight, but actually, okay, it looks like I run out of time. Note to self, take care of real life thing. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so I have the 54 with the Uziel Bravo.
You're taking 65 with that.
That's what I mean. Actually, 65. Hold on. I could be a right. I expect to see a Hellhound Alpha under 65. Could also be the Shadow Cab Rhyme. Shadow Cab Rhyme. Actually, that's probably a better choice for the range. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna take.
Assembly in progress. Assembly ready in hangar bay.
Okay, yeah, that's a fine choice. Which means duelist is 30 something.
38.
38, I believe. Yeah. Harasser E would work.
It would. First A is too much.
Automatic shutdown system offline.
Half East is D. Take that.
Yeah.
Assembly in progress.
Probably
Shutting
better.
down.
Alright.
A whole ton of armor. And I think the damage is better.
Assembly ready in hangar
More
bay.
control.
2.
Alright, we're live.
You'll catch up to us.
Radar?
Radars are off if you don't have Nickel, which we know he does. But we're gonna head towards the middle point.
And off I go into Red Hill.
There you go, right to Delta 4.
Okay.
Automatic shutdown system offline. Chain fire.
Can I just set up on the ridge here or go in?
Mid. Mid has cover and the best sight lines. I'm targeted. They're roughly approximately 140. Okay, yep. 125. Scan behind me, Vic. Okay, Vic took CD damage.
I hit his left arm. Radar active. Light Gauss Aussie.
Yep. Little speed. Cyber system did it.
First round bomb. Aussie's vulnerable.
Okay, another CT hit on Vic.
First on Little.
I'm moving your open street. I'll leave it up. Okay, I'm positioning.
Yeah, the damage.
I'm pretty fucked up.
Crud.
Oh, never mind. That's us.
Front
This
armor
is
damaged.
Yeah, just stay in cover at this point, I guess.
Front to the other rest.
First on most. Push them.
As we go. Infection should be fucking low.
Net destroyed.
Ah, crap.
Duelist, how fresh are you? Just go in if you can. Passive, just charge from cover.
Bob left torso. They're moving in. Radar active. Moving around.
Front armor critical.
Hey, so we're done with our matches.
Front armor
Okay,
destroyed.
play a quick.
CT
match
on
for
Vic.
fun.
User left your channel.
Left armor damaged.
I did.
Yeah, I thought we were winning those.
They just said they were done. All right. They also lost pilots, so I think we'll go back to big things. Okay.
Channel switched.
All right. You guys lost some pilots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick has to do
User
some
joined your
parenting.
channel.
Hey,
And,
Duelist, I actually have to
Hammer
pop off.
All
also
right,
died.
thanks for playing.
Alrighty.
All right.
So maybe he just goes with Mad Matt or with Jufus and Chance then.
Yeah, we're just gonna switch
Sure,
back
we
to
can do
super
that.
teams.
Alright,
All right. Thanks for showing up. Hope to see you.
course.
User joined your channel.
I'll show up when I can. Just maybe to do streaming or whatever.
Cool.
User was moved
All right,
to your
Jufos.
channel.
We're lost enough pilots. We're gonna switch back to the 2 super teams now.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Okay.
User was moved out of your channel. 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 Switched.
Okay. Which okay, let's use server 2, y'all, and we'll just do super teams for these last couple fights. Okay, let's do heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails it is. You'll get the first bat ban.
It's always tails.
Channel switched.
All right, we're gonna switch back over to server 2 and just go back to the quote unquote super teams. Other team gets the first ban. So you get the second set of bans, and we're gonna go to server 2 and then we'll play a set there and then we'll see where we're at from there. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll go back to using the temporary four-player set. Seabill thinks, so the part that I wrote ignore on we'll actually use. And then based on time, somewhere between, I'd say 2 to 4 more maps before we call it. Everybody having fun so far?
Yes.
What happened?
Those are good rounds.
What happened on that carbon map? Holy crap! I'm sitting there watching that while during a break from our play, and that was just insane at the end there.
I have no idea.
Flamers going off, mech and a tank standing there trying to blow each other up for the better part of a minute.
God flamers on carbon.
Brawl.
All right.
FTW.
Channel switched.
Okay. So we're gonna be on server 2. You'll get the first map ban, and I suspect based on the time we have remaining, somewhere between 2 and 4 maps remaining before we wrap it up.
Right on.
Okay.
Who won out of those 3 maps? Who won on server 1 between Mercs and Urban Mech?
Both of them Urban Mech.
Okay.
2-0.
Yep.
Do you know what Seabill set you guys played on Urban?
Wait, what?
Carbon.
Forest Valley was
120K.
Seabill 3 and Carbon was Seabill 4.
Okay, thanks. Okay, banning Forest. Okay, good. This practice has given me a couple of things to study on and a couple of good questions to clarify before Saturday. Outstanding.
That's what it's here for, right?
Exactly. I have the announcing bot up there. I need to get off the other server with the other streaming computer. Okay. Okay, so they banned 2 maps, and we banned 2, and then they banned 1, something like that.
Yeah, just banned Forest Valley.
Cool. So, do I need to nuke Seabill set 7? Is that just going to lead to a lot of behemoths in Mars? 144, 152, 165?
If you allow them, yes.
Okay. Okay.
If you set a ban on them, you'll at least see some slight variety. Although games will likely at that point end up being Fafnirs and Direwolves.
I mean, we just pulled 2 behemoths on set 4 as well, so.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
There's a good one. What's the minimum cost of a behemoth or a Mars?
Wait, one.
106
So what is the cheapest behemoth and what is
Mars.
the cheapest Mars and how much do they cost?
109 is the cheap, or 109.8 is the cheapest behemoth, and 106.6 is the cheapest Mars.
Yeah, maybe I should lower those a little bit, change it out a bit. Maybe
You
maybe
can
allow like
Direwolf also has a rule where they cost like 10,000 more.
Yeah,
Is it 5 or 10?
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, I think it's
Thought it was
5.
5, yeah.
But
I
that
think it
doesn't
was
seem like it would fix
8,000
it.
more, right? Or
Yeah,
was it
not with those
last
brackets.
year?
It wouldn't affect that price here anyway.
Yeah, I think if it retools set 7 and then makes a quick rule that they cost 10,000 more, it could be a bit more interesting.
Alright. So far it looks like the other sets y'all have chosen have worked out halfway decently.
I think the other sets are fine. The only thing I'd say about the sets is that 1, 2, and 6 are all pretty samey. I wouldn't touch 1, that's your starter set. But definitely 2 and 6 are a bit repetitive.
Okay, Harvest Jungle Forest banned. We banned 2 more maps.
There should probably be like a 60,000 to like 75,000 set. With like the low is not like a 58.
Banning system seems to work. I'm able to keep an eye on both servers at once easily enough. We run more than 2 servers, which from the sounds of it we might. I'm definitely going to have a second person really keep an eye on that other server. Although if I bring my laptop over here, I could technically watch 3. And then I need to come up with a better battle log C-bill thingy, but otherwise I think today's gone pretty good.
Buy a $50 monitor and a 50-foot HDMI cable.
Exactly. Well, actually, you know what? I do actually have another monitor in storage. 1, 2, 3 currently. That would be 4. Yeah, that would probably work. Because I just need to be able to like see that the chat's moving and you know see that they're starting on time. And the rest of it's pretty easy. Plus, that would give me a whole nother perspective that I could record from. Yeah, good idea. Okay, Harvest, Jungle, Forest. So
they still need to ban. Oh, they banned Harvest and Jungle. Okay.
Yep.
Then we should ban. I'm aiming for Alshane. But yeah, Duels, did you hear me about the C-bill sets?
yeah, you suggested 60K, 70K, and 58K.
No, I'm just saying in general that set 2 and set 6 are pretty similar.
Okay. Change sets 2 and 6. Got you.
Yeah, they're gonna look pretty samey. I'm saying that there should be a set that's like your 60s and 70s.
Appreciate the feedback. Alright, okay, we're gonna play All Shane.
Okay, I have to vote for it, eh?
Let's do the C-bills first. Okay, so you guys had the first map ban, right? So,
yep.
Invic team has map, first C-bill ban. Okay, cool. So I got that part straightened out. I need to write this down. Okay, they banned 7. You guys banned 2 more sets. C-bills. 1, 5, and 7. 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. So you ban one more.
So we've got 2 and 3.
Play. All right. Play 2. Got ya. Set 2 on all Shane. 3.
Awesome, Matt. Are you streaming?
Yes, I am.
Okay, duelist swap Mad Matt for like chance showers.
Swap Mad Matt for chance showers. Okay.
Yes. You
Channel
Build
switched.
roulette.
For streaming purposes, we're gonna swap Mad Matt with chance showers, so that we have coverage from both sides.
All right.
Okay.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
Be sure to send me a link of the stream before the end. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Channel
Be
switched.
sure to send me a link to the stream before the end.
Same as it ever was. Wait, why the fuck are we going to Forsaken?
Yeah, did I fuck up? No,
Oh.
I voted 3 for all Shane. Where the hell's Forsaken coming from? No, I told it to load 3. Did I accidentally fool everybody?
I voted one early, I think, and
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I think somebody else would have to load the map. Yep. Oh, 3 cold maps in a rotation. That's something that's never been done in a 3v3. Heck, I think Forest Valley is actually kind of chilly.
Force Valley's just kind of standard.
Okay. I just hope we don't get a shitload of crashes or tanks getting stuck on Ice Arena. The rest of that I think will work out pretty well. Especially Harvest, like you pointed out, that basis center. I think that'll really help with the 3v3. Stuff.
Creates a lot of optionality anyway.
So maybe what I could do for set 7 is figure out like 1000k just below the Behemoth or the Mars, and then you can still get, you know, pretty good heavy stuff, but we're not whipping out the assaults.
So all you have to do if you're allowing the Mars and the Behemoth is just don't the Sniper Beam Bolt, because that's just going to be the guaranteed automatic pick every single time that price bracket.
Okay.
Assuming people want to win. Teams that don't know or aren't trying very hard might pick something else, but if you pick a sniper with a good pilot, you're pretty much guaranteed to win.
All right, I'll have to keep that in mind. Bring that to the council. Yeah, I think the other. You know what I probably could just do is I've got the C-bill limits from the past 2 years. I probably could just whip out. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I'll just whip out some of the old C-bill limits. That way I'm not reinventing the wheel. Oh, 39k though. That starter set one is brutal.
The starter sets are fine. Those are good.
The map affectionately known as TSA Tunnel, back when MRMs used to actually arc. One team actually built an entire strategy for almost 30 minutes with an APC and MRM catapults, while the other team fought from the other end of the tunnel, and it was glorious, just nonstop MRMs. Anyway, okay. The other thing that I need to do on game days, if there are any pilots that show up before we start that don't have teams, I got to make sure they know which channel to join and that it is okay to join. Other than that, I think I'm pretty satisfied with today. Cool.
Might even just name the channel like join here.
That's crazy enough that it just might work. I'll write that down. Thanks.
Keep it simple, right?
Right, clan.
All right. So I think we'll just kind of treat this one as a set, and then that'll probably wrap it up for the night. So I think probably 3 maps will probably be good on time, especially considering I started this late. And then that way I've got about half an hour break before the Jaguars show up, and then I can actually get some sleep later tonight. Okay, C-bill set, right.
Those haven't happened yet, so
Uh, uh, no, I think we did that before we changed it. I just have to massively go through. Yeah, set 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I as much as I love changing the map first, I've sometimes I don't know. It seems like it works better if you do both before. I'm downloading the map. Oh, I crashed. Anyway, set 2. Play set 2. But of course.
Oh, we already know the bills.
Yeah, but of course, if people get used to doing it the other way, I probably shouldn't change it. All right, play set 2. On all Shane. Let's just call this round 3.
Yeah, so now it's 50, 52, 63, 54. This map is essentially no heat. I think it's not enough to say it's a cool map. You literally have like unlimited anticipation.
This was set 2.
Set 2.
Yes. 50, 52, 63. Oh, and 54, because we're 5 people now.
No, we're 4. The duelist bot up there is not a player.
Oh, okay.
That's just I've gotten comments from a lot of y'all that when I do the backup recordings, you guys don't you guys want like some talking or something going on and not just the bare sound. Plus, it's nice because you got like the second set of tactics or something. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Yeah, three maps, and then I think we'll call it unless you all want a fast bonus map at the end. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I think I'm gonna take a Puma Prime.
Okay.
Okay, back. What we gonna do?
I have Puma Prime.
Playing the first of the last 3 maps of the night on all Shane, and we're playing 50, 52, 63, 54. A 4v4 tournament. Interesting for future use.
So I have already considered if we did 4v4, the one rule set is you have to have one of each weight class on the team.
Bad idea at all.
The only thing you have to do is you have to make sure it's not just a dire wolf and a Ryo and a timber wolf like every single time. You have to find some way to ensure that there's variety in the weight classes. Because just saying one medium of choice is going to be a Ryo or a Blanner every single game.
Okay. Alright. Looks like looks like both teams are making good progress on their builds, so we're good here.
What's left, tonnage-wise?
Yes.
54 unless someone wants it.
I am 63.
Ugh.
So 54 is left, right?
I have 54. I can swap out though.
What is left?
Oh, sorry, I have 50 and 52 are what's left. I have 54.
Yeah, it's 54 and 63 that are taken.
I can take the 50.
Yes.
Alright, good. Me and you need to pick a component and just take it off immediately.
Okay.
We should get... Actually, I don't think there's anything else of value we can do with it.
Yeah, okay, I think we're good for 42. Yeah, 42 AUG.
Just need Joffos to come back.
I am here.
Okay. Well, then all else left is 52.
Cougars then?
I mean, Ares Alpha is not going to have heat issues here. That's just free DPS the entire time.
Just taking Revengolf.
Okay.
Bit of an underbite, so fucking cursed bite here.
Oh.
We should have all just repeated. Stealth Chevys.
Won't let me enter, what the fuck?
Both teams look like you're ready to go. If you guys want to...
Oh yeah, right, I have the machine gun book.
If y'all want to do 4130, that might work too.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Okay, yeah, they're going.
Radar's off. I think
Well,
we'll just go left here.
we've got an interesting situation here.
Stuck in the floor for a
Two
second.
veteran teams, all Shane.
Cougars lagging a bit.
All Shane. Cold map, tunnels. The seabuild limits are 50, 52, 63, and 54. So don't expect a big present under the tree from Grandma this year, because that's not what you asked for. You asked for 4 small things, not one big thing. Okay, this is map, third to last map of the night, most likely. Thanks to everybody that made it happen. 12th VR and WR for hosting us on the servers. Extra special thanks to Rick Hunter for helping referee the other server during our test.
Dang it.
And if you like what you see, there's a sign-up sheet, mekmaster.com, or in the promo video here on the Mechmaster channel.
Possibly far side of the map.
This is the team you're listening to right here, and on the other local channel that I'm not streaming,
Tunnel or stay in the open?
I'm recording the other team's battle situation.
I think we need to go forward and left.
We'll get some of this up when we can.
Roger.
A reminder, if you're watching this live, we do have live coverage starting in about an hour or two from now.
BBC Fire.
There will be public game coverage
Straightforward.
upon the conclusion of this game.
Yep.
That's funny.
Except if you're on the West Coast. Isn't that what they always say?
Alright. This is bad position for range.
How do they get up there?
Big. Hit Vixie 2.
That's a question I have.
Well, enjoy your angel, I guess.
Hit Vixie 2.
40. A little, about 80 across the side.
A little Mechwarrior mountain climbing. I just invented a sport. Somebody come up with the rules so we can play it. A little too deep in the voice there.
Oh, Bob is in
Mechwarrior mountaineering.
Mountain.
Getting hurt. Got to be careful, just keep the angel up.
I doubt the blimp cam's gonna work, but we'll try it for a minute or for 30 seconds.
Vic
20
is
seconds.
under 40 seating.
Cougar CT line.
Roger. And Vic's moving over to Bob.
That's a lot of damage from Bob.
I don't know if this is a good camera angle. We'll change it here in a
God,
second.
pretty much one touch.
Vic is 12 CT. Doubt he'll be back out. Yeah, he will.
CT.
And Vic
Yeah,
CT.
I'm really fucking
Bob on
hurt.
it.
I want people to put him off.
That's fine, retreat if you need to.
That's okay.
Lost our Puma.
I crit. Goodbye.
Ooh.
5-4. Little CT
There's
13.
one.
Pony's moving around. Currently B4.
Oof. I hope they had insurance. Still low too deep. I hope they had insurance. Oh, getting some practice in, and heck, if I would have planned this a little better, we would have actually been able to have a full short-term round
Is
robin.
the tunnel safe or is it brashy?
No. Tunnel is usually not safe.
Into the tunnel. Good.
If only you had MRMs. If only you had MRMs. Medium range missiles. Okay. Need to get out of here by the top of the hour. This match is gonna
Both Cougars are very low CT.
Bob in a hunting mood.
I do not know this map, so I'm just following you.
Now to figure out what time we started. That's another thing I should write down. Note to self. If you watch this later, write down the dang start time. 43. After that. Come on. Okay, good enough. 42. So match timer would run out at 22. Let's return to our team file. Let's see where they're at. Not sure on their armor status here. Looking at the other team on the other stream. Well, not stream, but recording. Looks like they're kind of holding up in a defensive position, sending Bob running after them. So let's see. Around that. All right, let's go to the overhead cam. 5 seconds, and we're going to go to the overhead cam. Okay, switching overhead.
Probably the best will do for sight lines.
They're in the corner.
have some cover here, but
I think the overhead cam's gonna work. These two are up here. And then they're somewhere in the corner. Ah, okay. So, overhead cam.
anything in
Those
sight?
utilities gone.
Not yet.
The tag going. Ah, okay.
I'll watch the back tunnel.
Right, so in case you didn't see it, Bob was just right around that corner there. So Bob either saw him and waiting to team up, or didn't quite see him. And again, the match can go to 22. And I think Chance is a little beat up. I think plotting
there's
is
Bob.
still all right on armor.
He's passing us by. Solid hit on his back.
Good surprise.
Boarded us.
Fire. Ooh, Bob is very dangerous in anything that he's in, but is he especially knows how to tame that Epony, that Epona.
They'll post up in the hill. I'm out of range.
Ooh, don't trade with the guys in the hill. Good way to get exploded. Bob's like, thank you.
Bob got me.
User was moved to your channel.
You're right.
So I'm not here to play. I'm just here to say hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
It's been 5 years.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger still hasn't made Conan 3. I know. It's a live stream.
Some things never die.
What have you been up to?
Well, it's a lot to cover for the last 5 years. I'm still alive, so you can probably tell.
Living is better than the alternative.
Still working on
How
Living
do you
Legends
know?
number
Have
2.
you ever died?
You're still the master of sound?
We're still working, yep. Still working on that.
50 meters behind you.
Curious what the damage readout on that. Holy crap, 6% on the one Cougar Center. Bob's front is out, his internals are 80. And yeah, the other Cougar's really
Yeah, he was lower than I thought.
Yeah.
Oh well, I might have actually had Bob if I knew he was that low.
We're glad to have you with us. If you want to pop into the server and check it out, password is Fortune. Okay, let's see. In you guys in Vic bans 2 things. Right. Corn, are you still in your former neck of the woods? Did you ever get out of there?
Nope, never got out of there. Still just enduring.
Ban 2 C
With,
bills,
you know,
or 2
limited power and everything else thrown in there. But can't go anywhere just yet. Still got to do stuff for Living Legends 2. So
yeah, but aren't they doing it back to back to where you are going to jump right to Living Legends 3 work when you're done with 2? Then unuser, unbanned, pick.
let's just say I got kind of burned out over Mechwarrior 5. That was I jumped to audio design for Mechwarrior 5, and well, that turned out to be a astronomical nightmare because it took 3 different audio passes to get it to work, and then well, then they dropped updates which broke the entire thing. So I had to remake it, and then they dropped the second and third updates, which destroyed it even further. So then I left Mechwarrior 5 and came back only recently to fix it. And yeah, so Mechwarrior 5 in general was an unpleasant experience.
Just confirming Harvest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey! TC Harvest. Good times.
Also, there needs to be a list in the load map of what each one is. Like, all the maps that are in the pool should have a sheet.
God, I'm still surprised people show up to these things.
Well, I'm part-time now. I run 2 or 3 events. I still run Chaos March 2 weekends in August. And then there's another guy, Direwolf, who's even better than I am. Quite a bit better, actually. And he runs stuff, I think 2 or 3 times a month. And then I think WD sometimes runs a few things. And then this one, the 3v3. You remember the 3v3 from way, way back in the day? Well, that turned into an actual thing the past 2-3 years. So that's kind of one of our big what do you want to call it? Competitive based events. They actually figured out how to do organized train control, if you can believe that. Though they do that once or twice a month.
Well, it's good to see that the game's still being played, because I was really convinced at one point that it was gone. Chaos March was done. Everything was done.
Yeah, I stepped away. I couldn't figure out a way to fix Chaos, and I got burned out, so I stepped away for a couple of months. And I haven't been full time since September 19. And I think they've been doing the other events.
We have a revised single life format.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that since early 2020.
With
TC. Yeah.
100% less spreadsheets.
Yes, the spreadsheets finally were retired. We played them last year and the year before, and then I am now largely a C-bill convert, but I've been doing a lot of mirror matches recently.
Core, you'll be familiar with the SA Discord that Carmen ran and how he had events in there, right?
Going back to 2013 when we had to bust out the sheets and the battle values.
Yeah, well, when we were taking on a probably in real life organized teams to battle against, needed the spreadsheets and the rise of Proxima and Invictus to coordinate, because man, those teams we were battling back then, those were some pretty organized people.
Yeah, couldn't get much better than those two as commanders. And we did have Marius, because they're a very good commander.
5 years though, dang, 2017. That would have been the end of the first. Yeah, the end of the first CM. So this is set 1, right? So
just shows you how long it's been.
Yeah, this is set 1.
Okay, so 39, 44, 45, and 46. Yeah, the original Chaos March, as you remember it, that ended in early 2018, and then we rebooted it in June of 18, and then that went until late September 2019, and then they've been doing the revised. I think Carbonell was doing it like in 2019, 2018 throughout with private events, and then Dyer picked it up in 2020. But anyway, you guys have got stuff to build, so I probably should let you build.
Also, of course, there are 2 streaming point of views.
Yes, good point. I think I've got the link to Matt's buried somewhere here.
If you can find Matt, you can go to his chat and type, there's a command in the chat that'll let you automatically pull mine.
What is even more bizarre is that it's still being, well, quote unquote, worked on in terms of assets being thrown in.
Oh yeah.
We just got an Orion.
It's long surpassed what I thought it was going to do.
We have Orions, we have Marses, we have an Archangel.
I think there's something special about the hit feedback in this game that keeps people sticking here versus all the other mech stuff out there.
I believe it's
that
the combined
dopamine
arms
hit.
warfare.
It's the combined arms plus things are actually balanced. You don't just die immediately because you turn the corner into 600 Gauss rifles.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Corn, I think that if I'm remembering correctly, I could be a little rusty, but I think the Chaos March, as you knew it, ended on Urban Jungle with Proxima leading like 10 Morgu Ds back when it was still the Triple UAC 10 against a bunch of Fafnirs, and it didn't end well for the Fafnirs.
I probably didn't take part in that battle. I don't really remember it. I remember very vague battles that were fought. Some of them will be stuck in my head forever.
Well, the videos are still up. Like the MechMaster channel's got pretty much everything. And I think
It really is a blast from the past.
Of course, I didn't edit
This
videos
is
back then.
just a shame that we can't get everyone that used to play back, but
Yeah, a lot of people have moved on. Good chunk of SJ. A lot of the guys you remember there from moved on. All of the people from the other side of the world, I guess that would be a nice way to say it. They're completely gone. Marius is done. Prox is still here though, and Vic is still here. Ivan's still here. A lot of the guys are still here though. Lots of new people too. So anyway,
probably doesn't cause the game to crash as much then.
They can play 32 players now
without crashing.
Yeah, they turns out that if you have enough CPU power, it works. Anyway, sorry guys. Yeah.
I will take the 39.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Ugh. No more Shiva A though.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely saw to the end of that. I was one that was very adamant that it must be removed, which it was.
All right, I'm gonna pull us down a channel so we can shoot the shit while these guys build.
Channel switched. User was moved to your channel.
Yeah, sorry, I was jamming them as they put it. You still play Doom?
That's fun. Let them build their lists, just like they always do.
You still into Doom at all?
No, Doom has long since been relegated to non-existent.
I played the Doom 2016 all the way through. I played Doom, whatever the name of that is, all the way through as well. The sequel. Felt like the sequel got a little too many things going on. Some of the platforming and some of the fights felt like Chaos March fights. They just go on and on and on. A man can't circle straight for 20 minutes straight, you know.
I didn't enjoy the reboots because I was the black sheep in the woods, where I actually enjoyed the more horror-driven aspect of Doom 3. The more kind of, you're just a man with a gun. You've got demons on your doorstep. You either kill them fast or you're gonna die.
Yeah, we're I've got the good chunk of what's remaining of the SJ boys. They're coming up to play with me in about half an hour to an hour, and then this 3v3 event should have a pretty good turnout from the rest of the community next Saturday and the one after. And then if you keep an eye, if you use Discord at all, there's an events channel they can point you to, and I think it's every 2 weekends. They have sometimes like 20 or even 30 player organized TC and TSA. And if you're ever looking for Chaos March for some strange reason, it's not impossible that I might squeeze one in December. But then also every August, the third weekend of every August for the next year and the year after is pretty much old school. Well, modernized old school CM. So if you ever get the itch, we're still around.
Maybe one day I'll pull out the old mural helmet and strap it back on and climb back into my Atlas.
Exactly. You would love some of the new Atlases. You would scream at some of the new Atlases.
Yeah, I probably would scream because a lot of the variants are cool, but then a lot of them also became kind of mixed beyond. Some of them had like up to 5 weapon systems. It's just like, what?
Master and Commander's still there. Mr. Bubbles is still there. The old school Delta is still there in spirit. The Echo, the Prime, the Fox, and the Golf are all pretty new to you ones. You might like. You might like the Foxtrot though. 3 Thunderbolt 15s with 700-meter lock-on range and 3 large pulse lasers.
Oh yes, you can never go wrong with an Atlas until you are the last one left, and then everything just freaking gang rapes you.
Yeah, we came up with a game mode recently where we actually do mech salvage. We stick an Atlas in the middle of the. All right, I gotta move us back up a sec.
Channel switched.
Is Jufos AFK?
No, he's here.
Okay, just double checking.
He was loading the map, and now he's in.
Channel switched.
Anyway, yeah, we capture an Atlas. You do remember the map Red Basket, like where the two there's a highway in the middle of the map, and the 2 team bases are like 500 meters.
Yes, I
Yes.
remember that.
Yep. Okay, so where all the fog, the smoke in between the 2 bases, and then the highway goes up right there. We stick an Atlas there. We blow the cockpit out of it, and the 2 teams can win the match, obviously, by killing each other. And if the Atlas doesn't explode, they salvage it like in Mechwarrior, other Mechwarrior games. But they can also try and hop out of their mech and try and capture it, and put it to their hangar. If they get it back to their dropship, the match ends, and they get to use it in a future match. But with the cockpit blown out, pilots, start entering the battle and they forget it and they get killed, and then you're down a pilot, and it's been fun.
Yeah, I'm just really glad it's still going on even after all these years. I mean, next year we'll be going on 10 years since Chaos March was, a thing.
Yeah, we started in it'll be our 10th year of operation. We started in August 24th, 2014, and then but we had been doing organized play in 2013. So yeah, that'll be 10 years that I've been at least in some way involved with that. And then God, even just the 10-year anniversary of the game back in 2019, that was freaky enough. Made me feel old.
Yeah, I feel fucking decrepit just knowing that fact now.
Well, yeah, I mean, gosh, even just the end of Chaos March next year will be either the 5th or 6th anniversary from the end of the classic edition of it. I mean, we reset the star map in the time that you were gone. We reset the star map, and we did fleets where you could actually buy shit as you captured planets, and then it got to a point that Proxima's Blagus team ended up having something like 3,000 freaking assets in it, and some of the other teams were only a couple hundred. So kind of got a little unbalanced a little bit, trying to figure out how to do that. So we did battle value, we did variations to the tonnage or changing the bills. Balancing an economy with this game is difficult if you're doing it in the sheets, and that's where I think it was SA that came up with it. Some of the guys from SJ left and formed their own group, and they came up with a suggestion to do nowadays each player gets an individual C-bill limit. So Korn, you get 106K. Why don't you go ahead and grab that Atlas, and then Duelist, you have 32K. And it works out pretty well because you get a choice between more armor, more firepower, or more speed. And then I've been toying a little bit on my end. I've been toying a little bit with just kind of either mirror matches or kind of part of it you get to select, and then part of it I select. We still do tonnage once in a great while just to change things up, but yeah, that C-bill system's really kicked on, and they did in 5 years. Wow. We did another chaos. We did 1.5 more chaos marches, and then the other guys, we did a terrain control event. You might have been there for that one. We had organized terrain control between 6 teams or something, and there was SJ versus the world at some point, I think. Because yeah, about the time you left was about peak SJ. We had 20-25 people in the clan at that point, and but yeah, they found a way. Direwolf is the guy. The name he don't know if he was quite around when you were still stomping around, but Direwolf and then Liko. You probably remember Liko, I'd imagine. They got together and formed their own group, and then started playing around with event stuff. So since about 2019, I think it was private events first. They did drops based around that C-bill system, getting rid of all the extra cruft, trimming the fat from the Chaos March basically, and then at some point Direwolf started doing, I don't know how they do the organized terrain control. I've never played it, and I should, They do organized terrain control either like once or twice a month, and then they do drops that are public. And the key part, players only want to play once every 2 weeks. Had I just done that and adopted the C bills and dropped the thing, CM might have maybe made it to all the way to the finish line, but that's either near there. But yeah, I think that's about it events wise. I think somebody at one point I think they tried a 5v5 match earlier this year, tournament, and then 5 years, that's a long time. And I think at some point we did I think there's probably been about six to eight 3v3 tournaments in that time. I think that's about it.
Wow.
At least
I have missed a lot then.
for organized stuff. A lot of people went to MW5 though when that came out. Like that, like a lot of people left for that for a while before. We've seen some people come back, but development's really helped. You know, having an active game really helps. Kind of, you know, players have something new to come back to and stuff. Me, you know, no, go ahead.
Yeah, Mechwarrior 5 was alright for what it was, but it's basically build your merc company to the biggest, heaviest assault mechs you can field, and just go on endless contracts to make money. That's really all it boiled down to in the end. And it doesn't hold people's attention for long, so.
They had it on something called Game Pass on Xbox, so you pay a monthly fee and you get like free rentals of games, and so that was on there. So I played through it three times without mods or without the DLC, and I got excited because I figured out you could afford an Atlas really early in the game if you traveled really far north on the star map. So I pinched pennies, went up and got an Atlas, and then got a second Atlas, third Atlas, fourth Atlas, and then just breezed through the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, there's no real difficulty or incentive to pilot anything else but the largest machines.
And then I wanted to do co-op. Excuse me, been a long day. I wanted to do co-op with the Jaguars, but that just the timing didn't work on that. And yeah, the mods. They said you should go get these mods. I'm like looking through the mods. I see your name, and I'm like, what the cool. But that was about the time they did the first great reset.
Yeah, I have just recently remade the sound mod and put it back up for people to play it, the cockpit sound mod, and I was kind of contemplating coming back to maybe do another sound pass for Living Legends with all the skills that I've learned. But I didn't leave the development team on very good terms, so they probably won't.
Okay, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've read a little bit about that. Y'all were gonna do it based on, yeah, I read on all that, the Mech 5 thing, and then they pulled the Great Reset. Oh well, let's restart.
Yeah, go for it.
So tell me, on Unreal 5, what's it like working on that versus CryEngine? Kind of what's the difference there? The ease, the benefit.
Okay, well, I would imagine that the Unreal Engine is a lot more stable. It does not crash nearly as much or poses nearly as much problems. But then again, I'm not doing any coding or programming. I'm literally just doing the sound effects. Um, we do have some, yeah.
No, go ahead.
We do have a lot of stuff that's already been finished, like the Manticore tank. The Atlas is pretty much ready to go. You know, we're working on some other things like the Raven, the Marauder, the Bushwhacker, and a lot of some of the maps are being remade as well. Like we got, it's not ready to go, but it's like a remake of Death Valley, which looks pretty damn good in the Unreal 5 engine. But there's not much else to understate from that other than, you know, the guys like Bolter have been doing a lot of work around the clock. A lot of the modeling guys and all that stuff it's paying off, you know. It's not just something floating in the air anymore. It's like becoming something very tangible and in the sights.
What's the oddest tool that you've ever used to make a sound effect?
I still use a lot of the old tried and tested methods like Audacity. But I think the strangest tool I've had to use was a tool for Stalker, which I've recently picked up again and did sounds for, called SVT. And it's a program that you have to use for Stalker to change the distance of which an audio is triggered from its point. So say on the Kit Fox there, if it fired 85, if you didn't use the tool, you'd be able to hear the sound as clear as day at anywhere on the map. So that tool, specifically for Stalker, makes it so that, alright, the sound plays and then it kind of fades out at a respectable distance. And it's a bit weird because it's the only tool that works for that game.
Have you ever used something like a paper towel holder or a comb or something just around the house to contribute to a sound effect?
I did once use like a pole against like sheet metal to make like a wobbling sound for a laser once. Just they're kind of like a reverb. But since then, I've acquired a lot of sound assets, so now I just build sounds from construction kits, which is very time consuming, but the end result is you can get it just the way you want it. So.
I think there was a Humble Bundle with just that, like game assets for making stuff for games a while back, and I almost thought about picking it up because I've never developed, but I just thought it'd be interesting to throw my hat in the ring someday.
Yeah, I think it just boils down to what it is you really want to invest in, like modeling, animation, audio, whatever tickles your fancy, I suppose.
So what's the best place for anybody that watches this video later to find out information about Living Legends 2?
We do have a Discord. I need to find it now. We have two Discords. We have one that's just for the developers, and then we've got one for the public. I just need to scroll through this stupid long list. Okay, so the server should just be called Living Legends 2 Armored Combat.
Okay.
And then you can actually see progress of what we've been developing for the game. It's not, I can't really speak about too much how it's going to play, but we've definitely agreed that, you know, don't change too much of the formula. What works in Living Legends will probably still work for Living Legends 2. So, you know, no mech lab, predetermined variants, weapons more or less will behave like they usually do, although there'll be a lot more new advanced mechanics that come along with, you know, development, iteration, and things like that.
All right.
Oof, these guys are getting waxed.
Yeah, that last battle was quite crazy. I've never seen the Mithras live that long in a competitive match.
God, whenever I watch these videos, it really takes me back to some of the really standout matches that happened in Chaos March. I mean, there's only a few that I can remember, but there were obviously a lot more than that. But there was the battle at Area 88V1, where Proxima's forces determined that the enemy opposition was completely annihilated and decided to return to base, not realizing that there was one mech still operational in the field. And in Proxima's fashion, he decided to torch most of his team until he realized there was one mech still left on the field. And that one mech turned a complete slaughter into a draw.
Oh yeah, the Fafnir, right?
No, that was not the Fafnir. I don't know if you remember it. I was piloting a Raven.
Oh, that one. Yes, I remember that one. Yes, that went on for a while.
And then they realized that I was still in the field, so they sent mechs after me to take out my Raven. I managed to destroy 2 of them and turn the game from a complete loss to a draw. And then there was the epic double Long Tom, double Demolisher Arrow for artillery battery system that I feel like was complete overkill. But, the moment the enemy got within gun sight, it was pretty much over because it just got nuked into oblivion.
Oh. Arrow Force with Marius using a tag laser. Just like general memories.
Oh yeah, me and them still talk about that kind of often. Like, do you remember when you used to just, basically play hot potato with the tag lasers?
Yeah. Well, were you in that match in the really 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 old event called the 3v3 and like in the Forever Legends tournament like around March 2013 where one team was just all BAs with Arrow 4 launchers and they sat on top of the hills of Frostbite and yo-yoed them around?
No, I think that was just before I actually entered into Chaos March.
All right, hang tight a sec. I gotta drag us up.
Channel switched.
Okay.
User was moved
So
to your
since
channel.
you guys in Vic lost that one, that means that you guys going into map 3 get to ban 2 C-bills or 2
We
maps.
already did.
Okay. And then so then they pick.
Channel switched.
Okay, so they banned the 2 things, so what you pick 2 unbanned and 2 two you get to pick the map and the C-bill now. That we'll use for
What did they ban?
okay, yeah.
I don't see it in the game.
Channel switched.
All right, sorry. What were your bans again?
We banned C-bill set 7, C-bill 5.
Set 7 and 5 on C-bills. Okay, thanks.
Channel
Nice.
switched.
Set 5 and 7 on C-bills are banned. We used set 2 already, and we used
Set 1.
set 1, right?
All right. Do we want to do? That comes down to 3, 6, and 7. Full meme and go 7.
Oh.
Probably the only time I'll play it. I ain't gonna play it in a real game, but for practice.
Set 7's likely going to get rewritten due to the fear over the Mars tanks. So yeah, if you want to play it now, it'd be the time.
We'll play Carbon on 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Set 7 on Carbon.
How is it set 7? I banned Carbon. I mean, not Carbon, but
Okay, sorry.
Channel
Okay,
switched.
sorry. Set 7 was banned.
Oh.
You can't use 7, 5, 2, or 1.
I'll go for 4 then.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Set 4 on Carbon.
Okay.
All right, hang tight, Corn. I'll get us back to chat, and I just got to quick do this event loading stuff a minute.
Just like the old days.
Well, actually, crap. I mean, set 4 is right there, so yeah, I think you guys are all set. I'll continue watching from the shadows. Last organized map of the night. If everybody really wants to, I'll do a speed mirror map to end the night. But time-wise, I think we'll only have time for this one. Thank you all for playing 3v3. If you can get here early keep in mind the time change. If you're in if you live where they change the time, they're doing that tomorrow in certain parts of the world. So it'll be a 1 o'clock soft. Try to get here by 1 o'clock Eastern time next weekend, just to have time to like get the teams sorted and get you all your info. But the actual start time is going to be 1:30 EST or 18:30 UTC for next week. And look, in the middle of the week, I should have hopefully pretty much most of the finalized bracket available, so you might know who you're playing. And I should have the rebooted. I'm gonna change around a few of the C bills. The map rotations finalized. I gotta change around 2 or 3 of the C bills, and I'll get that posted hopefully by the end of the week. If you are signing up a team, please, if possible, sign that team up by midnight on the 12th, because that helps me organize. But you can, as long as you show up on the start time with a player or a team, we can get you into.
Vote 1.
Channel switched.
If possible, if you're bringing a team, please try to sign up by midnight on the 12th, the midnight before the event. Keep in mind, daylight savings time for some of you means that it'll be a 1 o'clock try to get here and a 1:30 Eastern start time next weekend. That's 1800 soft start. 1800, try to get here 1800 so I can get organized and stuff. And then 1830 UTC start time next week. I will be redoing about 2 or 3 of the C-bill limits, so I will post those in the middle of the week. And the map list is finalized. Harvest still scares me a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. So that'll be the map list. And if you're looking for players or teams, ask around. And if you want to hang around for the end of the event, I can even if you want to be involved with the planning of the event in the next week, we are using a Steam chat for that. So yeah, I can give a link to that later. Thanks for playing.
Speaking of which, I threw the stream links in there.
Ah, great.
For reference.
Yes, that'll help me get that up on the Mechmaster and other places. Okay, you know what? I can always undo pooping this later. So here, if anybody wants in to follow along on this event or future event planning, because of my whole situation with Discord, obviously, you can join Steam on this link. Particularly, it is the 3v3 channel where feedback or talking or information.
Team locked too many players. What?
All right. Hopefully, I don't regret it. But here is the Steam version of Discord, Duelist, and other events that I'm involved with planning stages. So if you want to like follow along or you have suggestions or other crap for the 3v3, this is kind of where the planning is. But we'll always take feedback or planning via Discord, via the Mechmaster forums, pretty much anywhere. I have spies out there that relay info to me. So, but if you want to follow along on Steam, that'll bring you right in the heart of the action. Last map of the night, unless y'all want to play one last one. Thank you for playing. And we'll have I'll get all the video coverage up that I can on my end, and stuff. All right.
Channel switched.
Thanks for playing. If y'all for some reason want one more map after this, I can offer a extremely quick mirror match, but otherwise we'll be done for the night after this one. Thanks for playing.
Channel switched. User was moved.
Okay,
to your
there we
channel.
go. Sorry, you know how it goes. So.
By the way, Thunder and Marius send their greetings.
Hello, Thunder and Marius. We've always got room for you. I'm looking for consultants, commentators, Heck, half the battle in the 3v3 is having a couple of people sitting around talking in the announcing channels. While I'm sitting there beating my head against the wall trying to figure out why server 3 is loaded on the wrong map.
Some things never change, Duelist. Some
Yes.
things never change.
We've had a lot of success because of the help from Direwolf and Ligo and Rick Hunter and consulting from a lot of other people the past 2 years that have pulled in my inner dualisms. My duelist had the terrible idea, no, has really helped prevent some serious things. And so anyway, but it's been great doing this part-time. I do something with the SJ guys once a month, and then I help out with events or ask questions if people want it, but I do like 3, 4, 5 events total in the year. It works great. If I were to ever relaunch Chaos March part-time, I need automated stats reporting. Till that happens, yeah, I'm pretty happy where I'm at.
Yeah, let's not let things blow up again like they did the first time.
Yeah.
Because, when we announced that we're going to continue Living Legends, oof, the sheer weight and load of people piling in required a lot of managing, and burnout was having one man handle that was.
So now you'll be able to use the Atlas in that game if you guys want to model it, correct?
Which one? Which
Mech Living Legends 2 use will they use the official names of the mechs, or will they kind of be week? Okay. So yes. I'm curious. Are you gonna be like the supervisor to make sure that the Atlas specific sounds are outstanding, so that people know the Atlas is approaching?
Well, I'm working with another sound guy called Mork, and he's really, really good at sound design and sound development on the tool that we're using called Wise, which is a very flexible tool. And together, we are going to try and do our best to make the audio fidelity for Living Legends 2 as close to DICE standards as we can.
Now, as a sound guy, you know that back in the day, not too long ago, until Windows Vista or 7, somewhere in there, that we used to have really complicated hardware accelerated sound things.
Yes.
OpenAL, EAX on Creative, these type of things, and then they switch. So, but now we're starting to see Microsoft and PlayStation both have hardware accelerated audio built into the new consoles. You've got the AMD cards, I think, have got some sort of weirdly named hardware accelerator there for audio. Do you think that we'll see much pickup in games? Do you think gamers are going to start seeing some advanced sound based on the capabilities that stuff might present, or is it kind of too early to tell because those things are still so new?
The hard truth is that sound is very much overlooked in games. People notice it when it's bad, but they don't notice it when it's really good, unless you're comparing to something like DICE. But generally, sound is not a major priority. I mean, there's some people who are going to be like, that sounds really fucking good. But unless it sounds terrible, like 8-bit crushed audio, people don't seem really too fazed about it. As for the future and things beyond it, I can't really speak for the consoles and things like that, but I at least know for Living Legends 2, it's going to be vastly more advanced than Living Legends 1. Like, the audio will be different from when you're inside of a mech or a tank as if you were on the outside of it. There will be a dynamic range system that swaps sound in and out depending how far you are from the actual sound itself. So there'll be like a layered system. Like for an autocannon, it won't just be a bang sound. It will be the initial discharge, the reverb, the body, the tail, the number of variants you use, and then that scales to another set when you move to a certain range. And that will scale again to when you move far away. And then obviously things like speed of sound. So if you see an autocannon fired off in the distance, the sound might only reach you within a second or so. So that's kind of where we're going with audio. It's going to be all hands on deck, but it's not going to be to the point where it's going to nuke performance.
I love playing Living Legends when I can with surround sound, like the 5 years that we did the Chaos March straight. When I could, I would have the audio on in the background and have the 7-1 setup and all that. And I really look forward to getting my hands on this new one, because it really sounds like a surround system is really gonna like blow your mind with all this awesome stuff you're talking about. I really look forward to it.
Yeah, it's still Living Legends still in its early development. A lot of the groundwork has been laid. Like a lot of the basic stuff that you see here, like hangars, buying stuff in the menu, jumping in and out of units, driving them around. That's all done. That's pretty much all set in stone. It's just getting the assets finished, fleshing out the gameplay elements, creating the maps, the network system.
Oh, the network system. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the tricky one. Well, at least in the old one, that's the tricky one. Oh boy.
This one shouldn't be as bad, but it's just getting people to get it done. That's probably going to be the hardest thing. Once it's done, then it's fine. It's just that step to get it done. But I can. I don't know if you're part of Living Legends 2. There are some videos of assets that you can actually see. I mean, there's a lot of detail. Like the Manticore tank is just so detailed, it's ridiculous. Like you can zoom in and see like every fucking screw and bolt in that thing. And I believe the Manticore is not a tank that exists in Living Legends. It's new. It's not a new tank in the lore,
nope.
but it's a tank that
You're
does not
correct.
exist in
Living Legends 1, no Manticore.
Yeah. So that will be a new addition to the game. I think we're also going to be adding, like, not the engine VTOLs, but like the rotor VTOLs, choppers. Tossed around the idea of dropships.
Pilotable, please. I just got excited thinking, let's bring a Hogarth dropship down and pilot that.
Well, these are just concepts we've tossed around. I mean, they are doable because of Unreal Engine, but
Corn, you remember that we had in Living Legends there was that Karnoff that was never released because it had the infinite speed bug and it was like real buggy and all that stuff, but it had the small laser on the side.
The thing you tried to try to park a Chevrolet in the back and take off, because that's kind of what it was designed for, but it could never do that.
And we actually, somewhere buried on the Mechmaster channel to this day, is Corn and I's best effort to have a dogfight between an asset that was never going to see the light of day in the game, and it was pretty epic until somebody crashed.
I think I tried to be your tail gunner of a gun that had no pivoting point, so I just could fire straight at the ground. It was a really bad idea. Not the worst idea you've had, but it was...
there's been bad ideas, but sometimes the bad ideas have led to the most fun, and sometimes they've led to mass quitting for the day.
Yes, I believe one of your brilliant tactical choices was to drop a long-tom artillery from a considerable height, have it deployed while it's falling, and have it shoot a target while it's falling.
Yes, TC Confused, an old map by Emmy Lightsaber. You can fall about, I think, 2 kilometers out of the sky. Or the BA bazooka, the battle armor bazooka that we were testing. Never quite worked out all the bugs out of that, but
yeah, I somehow managed to get myself stuck down the barrel, and someone pulled the trigger, and the whole thing just exploded because the shell hit my battle armor and set everything off. Boom! Very, very large boom. I've actually got Morris asking some questions here. Morris is asking who's still around, and he's dropped a few names. Kentax, Proxima, Invictus, Burner.
Burner you can still talk to. He does not play Living Legends much, if at all, that I'm aware of. He's more into MWO. I don't know about Mech 5. I'll have to ask him. Proxima, completely 100% still around. He found a running buddy. Rook Zero and Kids in. The three of them play all the when they play together. Kind of found some life. Kentax is still around. He's still, I could be wrong, but last I knew he was still kind of helping out with some things here and there, and he absolutely is still playing. I just don't catch him at the hours that he's on. I think that was everybody you asked about.
Okay, because I'm
Bob,
not saying anything.
Bob is playing right now, so there you go. Bob's still around.
Yeah, I see. It's good to see some. I mean, there's a lot of faces here that I just flat out do not recognize.
So out of the people you would remember with the smurfing names, or let me see here. Well, nobody's really smurfing. Well, first off, WR is still around. Like that old thing that still actually has some people, and people still wear some tags. I think Bob or one of the guys. Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's Fiendflug. There's Matt here, and then there's a few others whose names I think there's still got about 5 or 6 people that they do. Although Bob's not wearing the WR tags. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm out of the loop. Like you're out of the loop for 5 years. I'm out of the loop for parts of 2 years. I think parts of 3 years. So my information could be a little. I'm trying to think. Ben.
I do know the likes of SA sadly do not exist anymore. Evan,
there's the on the record and off the record on that, but yeah, SA is done for now at least. Yeah, something happened.
Yeah, I don't even know what really happened, even if I did know.
RDL, if they're still around, they play at hours that nobody notices, and yeah. The group to the other RDL guys came back once or twice for I think a 3v3 or a Chaos March, one of the two, like 2 or 3 years ago, and they did, and that was the only time we saw them. God, who else from back in the day? Well, of course. For on the record stream purposes, yeah, there's some other names I can bring. I'll hit you with the after show. We'll leave it at that.
Stay tuned.
Oh wow, we've got a joint battle right here. We've got some jump jetting with MRMs, I think, maybe some ATMs, and yeah, Corn. Should all 90-ton mechs be banned from jump jetting? There's this
if it's written in the lore. That it can jump jet.
Okay, because they have a 90-ton Archangel. I mean, yes, we have the MK2, but that's an MK2, right?
And then I think the Sunder as well is jump capable.
I'll have to get back to you on that for Living Legend. We have the Sunder now, but I do not use it often enough. I'll have to get back to you if you had jump jets. Oh, this is just brutal. This is a good battle. Got one team.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the common tactics we used.
Oh, now Invictus is like, okay, we're gonna jump jet too.
The Archangel is a very bizarre looking tank. Like it looks
like a Predator that gains some weight, an overweight Predator, from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper.
No, get to the chopper now.
Exactly.
Still got it.
Exactly.
I really want to see the Orion though.
Oh, I think it looks nice. I do not get into it. I'm a heavy Thanatos user. I probably should get into that Orion more often. The baby Atlas.
Yeah, it's basically the universe description is called the poor man's Atlas.
And considering I am a man that is usually poor at C-bills during matches, it probably would fit me well.
Yes, I am poor both in C-bills and in real life, so it makes even more sense. Take the budget Atlas.
Oh, this match is about over. Oh yeah, this is decided. But I think this is going to be close. Let's check these C-bills. Vic's team pulls it out.
Sunders for the win.
Wins the round. let's get in here, take a look at the battle damage. Okay, 71% on one Sunder, 65% on the other, and 71. And one Sunder, 15%. So yeah, surrender to the power of the Sunder. All right.
Which factions are still operational?
Like teams, like SJ, or like Chaos March factions.
Like, is the what is it? The Compelling Confederation? Are they still around? Commonality of sticks.
Everybody got defeated. Blakis won. More on that in a sec.
Channel switched.
All right. Thanks for playing. I'm going to grab everybody down here real quick.
User was
moved
to your channel.
What things, while you have me, do you have some feedback, things you'd like me to tweak or look into before we start next week?
I mean, if repeating is allowed, and there's no rules for LTs or assault tanks, it's going to be an absolute meme at the bigger buys. I mean, I would just always ban the bigger buys myself. But...
Yeah, the bigger buys are going to be a bit samey, especially if repeating is allowed.
They might just need a little more variance.
Maps work okay for you guys?
Yeah, all the maps seem fine.
All right.
Harvest is a little big.
It's something different though, and the sight lines are
I think there's enough variants and bans that if you know you're going to get something ahead of time, like Harvest, you can kind of pick a C build that it's not going to be super painful on.
All right. All right, cool. Y'all know how to reach me via the various channels. Mechmaster.com lists most of the stuff that I use, but also I've got people on Discord. If you pop something in one of the main channels, that usually gets relayed to me eventually. And yeah. Okay, so tonight, if we have 4 teams, tonight looked very much like the 2 competition weekends will look. The only thing is that if we are only 4 teams, I don't think we'll be. I'm from everybody I've talked to today, I think we're gonna probably be 5 to 7 somewhere in there. I think, but if it's
gonna be 6,
if okay, so then we're going to, if it's 6, then we most likely it's going to be single. Play each team once, round robin. If time allows. On the second, like if we finish that in the first weekend somehow, and we have the second weekend, I may entertain the idea of doing something a little bit extra. There will not be a championship bracket. There will most likely not be a championship game. The round robin will decide the victories and all that. But if y'all are like, hey, duelists, we're having fun and we want to play a little bit extra, either officially or just for fun, we might squeeze a little bit in there. But if it's 6 teams, it's going to be like last year's format pretty much. The only difference might be is maybe the second weekend we might dick around with the seeding based on how you did in the first week.
Well, I think if we only have 6 teams, we can definitely do like a final bracket. The issue with last year is that we had 10 teams or 9 teams. Yeah, we had 9 teams, so one team always had to have a sit out, which was anywhere between 30 minutes to like an hour and a half. And with all the other teams playing, it did take like 6 hours each day, and that's why there was no final. But
if there's a final, and if I'm not gonna screw it up, let's face it, I'll say on record, that is the one thing I want to make sure this thing runs smoothly, and I want to make sure I don't overextend myself. I will have help next weekend. I've made sure I've got people showing up, but without the heavy hitter usual partner due to various reasons, due to being busy in real life, I want to make sure I don't bite off more than I can chew. As for a championship thing, if we did it, there's been 2 ideas floating around that I can discuss with y'all over the next week. Is one idea in Vic had was, if time allows, that we could play 1 round robin stage and then do a reseed and gauntlet for a kind of like playoff stage. The other idea would simply be, if there is a championship round, realistically, I think we would just take like, hopefully no more. Oh, by the way, I am banning any 3-way ties at the end of the event. No more 3 teams in first place. Too confusing.
well, that's why we need to have the finals match.
Right. that if there is an extra thing, and if y'all want it, that's the main thing. I think that's what it would be, is if we had time and everybody wanted to do it, we would just take the top 2 teams and do a best of 5. You probably, honestly, best of 5, probably just using the same restrictions and maps. But I am very hesitant. I have been told on record to say on record the round robin will decide the tournament unless there is a extra time, and unless all the teams are like, hey, let's push on and do it. So I guess that's the best way of saying that. As for substitutions on teams, I think I'm going to be pretty lenient on as long. The rule is, as long as both team leaders agree, substitutions are allowed if it means keeping a team solvent. But at the same time, we're not going to play a Merc team this year and have 3 different members week 1 and 3 different ones the second one. And unless it's an emergency situation, I am not playing. And you guys should enforce. Duelists, you said you're not going to play in this event. If it's the first half an hour and we absolutely need me to play for a little bit, sure. But like, not, I don't have enough help this year to sit there and play on a team the whole time. So okay, anyway, keep talk up. Now it seems like word travels slowly in Living Legends, and I didn't get word out soon enough. That's my fault, but now everybody knows about it. Everybody's kind of excited. Keep talking about ideas, questions, stuff in the different places. That'll get forwarded to me. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can. I want us all to have fun, but I want it to be competitive, but I also want it to be like fair and smoothly run, etc. So I'll do my end. I'll work hard there, but y'all can always, Duelists, this is a terrible idea. Get rid of that 7th C-bill bracket, or Duelist, you forgot to mark this down, these type of things. So yeah, keep the communications up. All feedback is good. And yeah, so if you have a team and you have a pretty good idea you're going to play, you'd be doing me a big favor, and the other event people, if you can make sure that you're on the sign-up sheet the midnight before the event. I will let you play if you show up on time early and you're like, hey, I've got a brand new team. Yeah, we'll get you in. But if you show up an hour after, no, we're not. I can't let late teams play. So get on the sign-up sheet if you can. If you're a mercenary, there are teams looking. So talk to people. Say, hey, I'm a mercenary. I want to play on Discord and stuff, and they'll do that. Otherwise, just show up. We'll get you on a team. And even if people don't want to play, if the people want to help announce, if people want to stream, if people want to do some light refereeing, that would all be great and helpful. So hopefully this will be a great event for the community. And I always look forward to it. Every year, this is my favorite event. I love Chaos March Anniversary. We might even maybe steal one of those in early December to close out the year for my events. But I love the 3v3. So any way that I can help make it better, sound up. And then, yeah, so I will see everybody a week from today at 1800 UTC if you can get there, but 1830 start. And yeah, 6 teams sounds perfect to me. That sounds perfect. I always think 8 teams is the perfect number when you have 2 full event runners, but since we're running at about 1.5 for this one, yeah, I think 6 teams will be good.
I'm thinking 6 teams because I imagine SJ will pull together people. We probably have for sure procs and kids in trying to get something, and then we need one more person. So I can see them assembling them between WR and CGF. I think they're going to be able to scramble a team together as well.
Cool.
Since I know that Liga wants to show up, so I'm sure he'll be talking his guys into playing.
Yeah, maybe I would count on 1 CJF and 1 SJ, but that would bring us to 5 teams. And the thing is, 2 teams right now, it's just me and Juffos. So if anyone's going to be playing, we're planning on playing then, I guess, do you want to be on either of those teams? I mean, if you're WR, you might try to make your own team, but
I do not plan on making a Merc team this year. Merc teams have their place, but because I don't have, but because it's me in the chair and we don't have the second person, I am not going to do a Merc team. So I highly suggest anybody. I would basically recruit, like pretend. Hey, Prox, you want to join KOS, like that kind of thing, basically on the Discord or other places. Right now, I have 2 or 3 people that have told me that aren't on the sign-up sheet, hey, I'm going to pop in and probably be there at least one of the weekends or 2 weekends. Wherever you need me, I can help. So there will be like, hey, I got to step away. We need a player for a round, that kind of thing. But what you see is what you get right now, unless you start reaching out to other people for terms of like permanent members. There we go.
Oh, and one thing about maps, we don't need 2 zero heat maps. So I would swap Carbon or Alshane for something different, because they're just both 0 heat maps and they play not similar but close enough because of that.
Okay, what's another cold map appropriate for a 3v3 that has at least a little bit of temperature?
I don't think we need a cold map. I think we should put Forsaken in.
TC, TSA,
Yeah. I tend to agree. I would like to replace Carbon with Forsaken then. Because I think Allshane's a great map. It's small, it's cold, it does what it needs to, and Carbon's is kind of a meme map.
TSA Palisades? Awful idea?
I would rather Forsaken. They're a little similar, but Forsaken's going to have fairer.
Would TSA Forsaken be okay?
Yeah, either one.
All right.
I think they're the same.
Actually, what about TSA Thunder Rift?
No, I don't have Forsaken.
I don't know if it's ever been repaired. We've had massive problems with people dropping through the world outside the hangar.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen it.
Yeah, I would love to do Thunder Rift, but no, I'd lean towards. I'll think about it. How about that?
I mean, Forsaken's fine too. It's just meme suggestion.
Well, if we're doing meme suggestions, race Kaedo, get Finalizer to. Oh, hey, Invec. Okay, here. Invec, I think it was Finalizer that did the quick TSA conversion maps for this event, for all that stuff. If for some reason you can get a hold of him, just throw the idea towards him or somebody else that does maps, because we have the sources. See if somebody can fix the spawn point on Vista in particular, but also Glory, because that would go a long ways towards us being able to use those maps more often. All that needs to be done off the source is the spawn base has to be moved back like 5 meters.
Actually, that's the other thing, is we should strike Glory from it, because one team gets 2 bases to spawn, the other team only has 1.
If we could identify the second spawn base, we could just say that you have to spawn from that. I think that'll be all right.
Yeah, it's either you have to spawn from the same base when you're on the 2 base side, or we just don't play that map.
Yeah, I'd like to play Glory. I'll keep in mind maybe changing it, but yeah, I'll load it on the server right now and I'll figure out what base that is and we'll make that a rule. Any other feedback while I got y'all?
None for you, but again, if anyone is planning on playing, I guess sign yourself up, because recruiting's kind of a pain.
Basically, just do this. I, Invictus, one of the greatest players in the game, and a veteran of years of organized gameplay, and I have almost the best knowledge because I designed the crap and know how to counter stuff. If you come play with me, you're going to learn a lot about the game, be well drop commanded, and you'll learn what assets to use. Come find me, come play with me. Something like that.
I mean, if I was going to recruit, the only plan was just to do it the morning of, if there's any leftover people.
Well, let's just do this, Invic. Do you just want 2 players that are good teammates and play, but might not have the best skill level, or do you want to sit there and reserve it for,
Historically, I've taken basically whoever wants to play. So
if you want whoever play, remind me later later tonight. I've got 2 players for you, I think. And if they're ready to go, I think these 2 players I have in mind would be a really, really good fit for your style of play, because you're a patient teacher like myself. Get out of the hangar, player. No, don't shoot that. These type of things. No, they're a little more veteran than that. But all right. Anyway, I really should wrap this up, because I'm pulling double duty. I've got the SJ boys coming in a little bit, theoretically doing some pub games. So I kind of got a break for lunch, because it's about lunchtime soon. Okay, yeah. So I sent both of y'all the Steam invite link. That's what I use. That's my Discord. That's that or the Mechmaster forums linked off of Mechmaster. Those are like the 2 most direct places If you're just looking for, I post everywhere. It ends up in Discord eventually. But if you're like, day one of where if Duelist is doing anything or updates, that mechmaster.com usually is like kind of like the blog or whatever. So anyway. All right. I'll create your team names when you come on Sunday. You'll have your team names. Okay. All right. I'll pop in there. Got your team captains. Okay. And then you know what? I've got a welcome letter. Let me link that to y'all, and then I'm gonna let you go. All right.
User joined your channel.
Okay. So clear formatting, paste without formatting. Where's the share? Copy link. Okay. Oh, and you can edit it too. Why not? Whatever. Okay. There's the welcome letter. There is all the information. This is edited slightly from last year, but that's what the hell do we need to know for the event Duelist. There you go. I'll have some updates. Keep an eye out. Middle of the week, I'll have some finalized updates because obviously I got to make a little bit of changes to the map rotation and some medium changes to the C-bills. And then, sign your team up early and then send the word out. Like, do me all a favor. Word spreads slowly in this community. Don't spam people, but definitely, hey, we're running the 3v3. We're running the 3v3 because
I'm already making a post.
Outstanding. Cool. You can check BAA's was live streaming, Matt was live streaming, I was live streaming, and then I've got recorded videos from a second angle that I'll be uploading soon enough on there. So yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you all. I had a lot of fun. We got you in and out in under 4 hours. Bad Duelist. Supposed to be 3 hours. And we actually, had I actually like kept track of things, we technically played enough that we could have actually had a practice round champion. All right, get out of here, everybody. Have fun, and it's great to see y'all. And I've got a little bit of time before I've got to break for lunch and set up for the SJ public thing. So if people want to keep bugging stuff, but this is the official end of the event. There we go. That's what I'll say. Okay, that's the end of the Mechmaster live stream. We will see you later tonight for